decades in business. The restaurant on Freeport Road, after an inspection, revealed several dead mice. Walnut Grill gift cards and loyalty points will be accepted at locations in Wexford, Robinson, and Washington. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 219 points at 41,623. The Nasdaq is down 330 points, and the S&P is down 62. KDKA Sports, Pirates-Phillies this afternoon at Lecom Park. Tonight, the Penguins host the Islanders, and St. Francis plays Alabama State in a first four game to qualify for the NCAA tournament. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick with their famous lifetime warranty on materials and labor. TrustPJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 10:03. 51 and partly sunny in Pittsburgh. AAA traffic and the AccuWeather forecast next.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. Have you been to the Drive-By Fish Fry? Hofstadt's famous Drive-By Fish Fry. My boy J.K., the Oakmont Restaurant King. He did it this time. Hofstadt's, Oakmont, Fridays, noon to 6. Fish sandwich, mac and cheese, coleslaw in a cookie. It's the Drive-By Fish Fry at Hofstadt's. Check it out. Noon to 6 every Friday. I'm going to tell you something. It's absolutely delicious. Drive-By Fish Fry, Oakmont.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Luck is on your side at Bowser Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Find your perfect Subaru at Bowser today. Get 3.9% for 48 months on an all-new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek, or lease a 2025 Crosstrek Premium. Then SH22 4675 for just $279 a month. 36-month lease with $3,599 due at signing. Don't wait. Visit Bowser Subaru today and take advantage of this limited time offer. MSRP $29,463, 10,000 miles per year. Dealer doc fee of $477 applies. No security deposit required. With credit approval and financing through SMFL. See Bowser Subaru for complete details. Offer ends March 31st. BowserSubaru.com. Bowser Subaru, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser, my friend Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, Marty. Well, it depends on where folks are headed, but what's up is in some places the rush hour is still in force and the brake lights are there. Parkway East is one of them, slowing at the Wilkinsburg interchange as you make your way toward those Squirrel Hill tunnels this morning. And a little bit of sluggish traffic on the outbound ride, too, approaching the Squirrel Hill Homestead exit. 28 looks great. Parkway North, I-279 rolling along well on the main line there. Parkway West inbound is heavy on the front side of Green Tree Hill with the bulk of the backups beginning for you solidly right around that Parkway Center Mall on-ramp before the Fort Pitt tunnels, and traffic has eased up on 51 approaching the Liberty tunnels. No longer do you have the delays coming past Route 88 and Whited Street and Nobles Lane. So good news there. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Lots of sunshine today, noticeably warmer this afternoon, high 68. Clear to partly cloudy tonight, though, around 50. For tomorrow, intervals of clouds and sun, becoming breezy and unseasonably warm in the afternoon with a high of 79. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Brought to you by NJM Insurance. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance.
At NJM Insurance, we're like a symphony. It all starts by doing the right thing. Add in dedicated reps. And put policyholders first. But no jingles or mascots because it's just not us. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
It's the Big K Big Three.
Brought to you by New Flow Men's Health. The biggest three stories of the day on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The horrific news that your daughter is missing is so hard to take. And then when you hear that the girl's parents, this sweet, sweet girl from Pitt who disappeared in Punta Cana, has been the focal point of this massive investigation for a couple weeks now. And her poor parents, and I wanted to answer this question because it's kind of confusing for people as to why the family of this missing girl would want her declared dead. And sometimes people misinterpret this stuff and they think, wow, they've given up. Wow, mom and dad don't care. And there are very, very specific reasons. Remember, she disappeared March 6th, so time's passed. So in all likelihood, she's dead. And so when you declare her dead, it changes the dynamic of the investigation, and her parents want that dynamic to change. It's not that they don't care about their daughter, please. This poor Pitt girl. And I had to grab my boy, Phil DeLucente, one of the best attorneys anywhere, to decipher this. This isn't mom and dad don't care, is it, Phil? In fact, to the contrary, right?
It's to the contrary, Marty. Good morning. It's extremely strategic. What the parents are attempting to do, and they might have counsel, is they want the full investigation to be turned into a homicide investigation purely. They have someone that is a person of interest. His passport has not been given back to him. I am not suggesting he did it, but nonetheless, all of this time, energy on a search and rescue, they want it converted to purely a homicide investigation. That is why they are doing it. There might, and I'm just not speaking of them, but generally sometimes you also want it for insurance purposes. But in this particular case, I can tell you, I think it's extremely strategic. And they're saying, okay, law enforcement, they're putting pressure on law enforcement, quite frankly. They're saying, we want somebody charged. We don't want another Vandersloop in Aruba with Natalie Holloway. So it is very strategic.
They have filed a habeas corpus petition also, Phil. So what Phil's saying, and you're always spot on this stuff, Phil, they're trying to get this thing at a better pace. They're trying to get this thing concluded. They're trying to get to the bottom of this faster, right, sir?
Yeah, there's no question about it. Here's what they don't want to have happen. They don't want this to drag on and there be a consulate that maybe lets the individual or individuals, whoever they're investigating, right, I don't know, but to leave the country. They are putting pressure. I'm telling you right now. Folks will say, well, the FBI is looking into it. They are. They were looking into it from a numerous set of standpoints, but now they are looking at it purely. The parents want it as a homicide investigation.
And Phil, once that happens, Phil, different way of processing information, different way of conducting interviews, and as Phil just stated, different way of holding certain witnesses or folks who might be affiliated with this incident there in the country without letting them go. And then, as Phil stated, turning this into a 3-year ordeal, right?
Well, that's exactly right. And people might say, well, Phil, there's lots of manner of deaths. Maybe it could be accidental, God forbid, I'm just death certificates, right, if it's a suicide, if it is unknown. No, I think this stage of this investigation, it's purely because they want all the resources, all the capital, all the investigatory bodies to focus on the criminal aspect of this. They believe there's foul play. They have a person in interest, and they want people to act.
And by the way, Phil, having been overseas and seen crimes committed and watched how they handle it, it's sketchy, brother. Is it not, Phil? Very sketchy.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what country you go to, you hear the stories. I have relatives all over the world. You do hear these stories where, and I'm not going to name countries, but right, where money does play an extremely valuable role in the defense. But as Jimmy Ecker said, if you have time, patience, and money, any case could be won. So,
well, when I was in Mexico, when I was at NBC, when we were doing interviews, we had to pay every single cop, this is the truth, to do any interviews. When I was at the Mexican prison, we had to pay every single person at the prison to get in the prison. It's a weird world, Phil, And thank God the FBI's there in some regards because, look, with all due respect, much of what happens in the legal world once you leave the country is half-assed and sketchy. It just is, Phil.
People have no idea how great it is to be an American citizen. You travel abroad and something happens to you, medical, emergency, otherwise, you're exactly right. In order to get sometimes the transfer of property papers, there is money that has to be exchanged. It is a different world. And all these folks that say, so-and-so got elected, I'm leaving the country.
Right.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
See you, Rosie.
America's the best.
Knock
It's the
yourself
best.
out, man. Thanks, Phil. You're my brother.
All right. Have a great day.
It's extremely relevant information. It's very important that you understand the dynamic here because what happens is we kind of jump to conclusions. And most people, you're not amateurs, you just don't know how it works. Most people think, wow, they want what? They want her declared dead? There's a very specific reason why they want her declared dead. And it's tearing them apart. And I have seen and watched the criminal process try to play out in the Bahamas. I saw it. I saw the criminal process try to play out in Mexico. I watched it. And this is very similar. This is absolutely what the parents are trying to do. They want justice for their daughter. And they want some sort of finality to this. Because the Natalie Holloway story, and you may not remember this, that poor girl, she was missing for 3 years. I mean, come on. And the truth is, once you leave America, the law enforcement system changes dramatically. As I mentioned earlier this week, my buddy's kids were arrested in Mexico, put in a jail cell with 40 people. When they asked for water, got a warm bucket of water that smelled like urine. It's a fact. They were never charged, but they had to pay $3,000 to go home. They had to call mommy and daddy for a wire transfer. That ain't justice, but that's the way it is once you leave these borders. And this family, this poor family whose daughter from Pitt is in all likelihood dead, they want finality to this, and they want justice, and they want the damn truth. God bless them. Man. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, thanks, Marty. And due to the wicked weather we had over the past couple of days, we do still have some roads closed due to downed utilities and trees into wires. This is coming from PennDOT District 12. So in Fayette County, just a reminder, Route 2021 is closed because of a downed tree in wires from Old Braddock Road to Quarry Road in North Union Township, and also Route 3012. And this is in Georges Township, is closed from Masontown Road in German Township down to Walnut Hill Road in Georges Township. There's a downed utility pole there. And as soon as those issues can be addressed and roadways reopened, we'll certainly bring you the news here. Traveling a little bit closer to downtown, just trying to get into the Golden Triangle right now, you have slowdowns on the front side of Green Tree Hill right around the Parkway Center Mall on-ramp, and the Parkway East inbound has delays between Edgewood, Swissvale, and the Squirrel Hill tunnels. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. This is important stuff. Health insurance options. You got to talk to my friends at MediConnect. They're changing the game in health insurance. Individual coverage to Medicare. They ensure that you get the most while paying the least. I've seen it. They connect you with all the insurance options in our area. Their loyalties lie with you. Their services are free. Don't call the carrier. Call MediConnect. 888-818-6334. Please, tell them Marty sent you.
I'm Carl. I'm 68 years old, and I lost 40 pounds thanks to Awaken 180 weight loss. In looking at pictures, I realized that my color wasn't good. I looked bloated, constantly tired, out of breath. It got to the point where I decided it was time to pick up the phone and call Awaken 180. The combination of the diet and the coaching really pushed me over the top. My self-confidence soared. I'm walking. I'm working out. Instead of 68, I feel like I'm 28. I just had my annual physical, and my doctor looked at my blood pressure, and he said, "What did you do? What happened?" And I explained that I'm on the Awaken 180 program. I've never felt so good in my life. And as somebody that sometimes likes to take the shortcut, I didn't have to do that with this program. Awaken 180 is my solution for weight loss.
Carl's solution for weight loss, my solution for weight loss. Paul Alexander here. Lower blood pressure, increased confidence, feeling years younger. Want the same results? Then do what we did and make your own 180 at awaken180weightloss.com.
Folks, I love this company. Universal Windows Direct. I'm going to tell you why. I know folks that have their windows and they love them. And I'll tell you what they really love too, the price. So check this out. Tax season's here. What a better way to reinvest in your home than these brand new energy efficient windows. During this special right now, Universal Windows Direct's tax time sale. Save big. Make your home more comfortable and energy efficient. Check this out. Right now, buy 2, get 2 free. Buy 4, get 4 free. You get it. And here's something that's amazing. Pay no interest until 2030. Come on, folks. 2030. That's right. No interest for 6 years. 412-545-6003. It's an amazing company. It's an amazing window. This is an amazing opportunity. Universal Windows Direct. 412, I love them, I'm telling you. 545-6003. Go for it.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was going to unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Hey, folks, John Perry is a good friend, and he's a great lawyer, one of the best. Top to bottom, the lawyers on his staff are amazing, including his sons, by the way, Alex and Trevor. They have some of the biggest settlements and wins in Pennsylvania history. They're feared by doctors and insurance companies. I have sent family and friends there. Perry Calder Law, 412-281-4200. Perry Calder Law, 412-281-4200. The best I've ever seen.
Serious savings at your local Par-Mar store. Dan's angrily reminding you to download the Par-Mar Stores app and save big. Get 3 cooler beverage items with your Par-Mar Rewards card and get 10 cents off per gallon of gas. And remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
My friends at NASCO, I love NASCO Roofing. They take pride in exceeding thousands of customers' expectation. Great roofing, great service. Janet from Pittsburgh was pleased with how quickly NASCO did her job. She loves NASCO's professional courtesy and the price. Roofs are all NASCO does. Thousands of customers like Janet. Let them satisfy your next roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000. 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day and special financing. NASCO.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Check this out. Closer to home. This is America's Jagoff. Pittsburgh's official felon. Man. This irritates me so much. This guy, Bryant Clay, is a menace to society. He's a menace to cops. He's a menace to downtown. Drum roll, please. This guy has been arrested over 200 times. That's right, 200 times. And it gets better or worse, depending on your perspective on this thing. This guy has been arrested how many times since March 1st. 3 times. 3 times since March 1st. And he was arrested yesterday. Again, same guy. Listen to this. Contact was made with the complainant of Edie's Market and Catering. Okay? This Clay guy, our guy, Brian Clay, had 10 hamburgers. He stole 10 hamburgers from Edie's Market. $50 worth of theft. He was placed in handcuffs. And during the search, they found 2 more hamburgers in his pockets. I will gladly pay you $2 today for a hamburger tomorrow. According to the arrest report, officers were able to smell alcohol emanating from his breath. He continued to yell unclear words at officers. Clay has been arrested well over multiple times, well over 200 times. 200. And has several convictions for public drunkenness and felony retail thefts. He's in jail this morning. Why are we talking about this moron? He's not mentally ill. He's a criminal. He's a drunk. Why the hell isn't he A, in jail and or rehab and or jail? Why the hell has this man been allowed to terrorize downtown Pittsburgh for years? How in the world does one guy have more than 200 arrests and gets arrested time and time and time again, and he's released? My boy Mad Max has been asking the same questions. It's sickening, isn't it, Max?
It is, Marty. I just got off the phone with the Guinness Book of World Records, and he might have a new record for catch and release in the state of the city of Pittsburgh.
You know what's going to happen, brother? I'm going to have Max on the phone some morning. This guy's going to kill someone, or he's going to get shot by police because he attacked an officer. Right, Max?
It's only a matter of time. And it's interesting that the sheet that I saw from you earlier, I looked up the OTN, or the arrest report, and it said that his monetary bond, I think, was initially $5,000, and then Ornstein lowered it to $0.
Yep.
So how many? I'd be curious to go through that, and it's a long list.
Hold on. For folks who don't recognize that historic name, Ornstein's the guy who lets everybody walk because he doesn't believe in bond.
So I'd love to go through that whole list of dockets and see how many times Ornstein's name is on there and how many times it was reduced to non-monetary and that guy was kicked.
I cannot stand...
It's only a matter of time, Marty. It's only a matter of time before somebody gets hurt.
Well, Max, you've seen it in your own business life where folks broke into the business and you had to do backflips to make sure they didn't get released from jail time and time again, right?
At least 6 times. Whoa. And now I've got a court date coming up again to hopefully finally hear that case.
It's unbelievable. And all we ever hear is Ornstein's name, or these other far-left judges who don't believe in any sort of bond. Max, you know this guy's a menace. You know he's drunk all the time. The cops hate him. They hate him. And I'll tell you what he's going to do, Max. He's going to hurt or kill some innocent woman downtown. And then what are we going to say?
Some little old lady out shopping, getting some groceries or something like that, and she's going to hit her head, and then, you know, she's going to be dead, and then we're going to be hearing, oh, how could this have been avoided? Well, it's, you know, we all know how it could have been avoided, keeping him where he needs to be, but for some reason he keeps getting kicked out.
And also, why the hell doesn't the DA's office prosecute him? Why?
And why can't we get Ornstein removed? I don't understand how it's so difficult to get somebody that is not doing what they're appointed to do. Well, he said he was going to be a social justice, you know, advocate for bail reform. So we got exactly what we wanted, the people that voted for him. But
thanks, Max.
He just needs to go away.
He needs to go away. They all do. So this guy has over 200 arrests. And on St. Patrick's Day, the poor folks at this wonderful marketplace, Edie's, it's Kevin Joyce's wife, goes in there and steals hamburgers and stuffs them in his pocket and starts screaming at the attendant. 200 arrests. 200 arrests. What the hell has happened to our society? There ain't no law and order. This just isn't right, folks.
Welcome to AT&T. How can I help?
Hey, I thought I could trust my twins with my phone, but they outnumber me, man.
Whoa, that's a lot of glitter paint. Let's trade
lives.
At AT&T, everyone can trade in an old or glittered iPhone. Any year, any condition, and save on a new iPhone. Ask how to get iPhone 16 Pro on us. New and existing customers. Savings vary by device and trade-in combinations. Restrictions apply. See att.com for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Progressive knows when you own a boat or RV, it's like you're automatically on vacation, even if you're actually a marriage counselor in the middle of couples therapy. But in your mind, you're camping in Acadia, puttering around Frenchman Bay. Your boat and RV are both protected. You're lobster drenched in butter and... Uh-oh, did your clients just notice you weren't listening? Quick, do the thing where you just repeat back exactly what they said, but as a question. They bought it. Now back to Maine, earning an automatic discount bundling your boat or RV with your home or auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. A lot of people out there might be looking for a new start on their education and career goals in the new year. There's an affordable way to make it happen. CCAC, 81% of the students graduate debt-free. Wow. But even spending just the first 2 years at CCAC can save you $26,000 over public universities and over $75,000 over private colleges. So affordable. 130 programs. Visit ccac.edu. Love this place. Hey, folks, it's Marty. My friends at MediConnect tell me between now and March 31st, they are in an open enrollment period for Medicare. You know it's confusing. If you have any questions about your current coverage or your benefits, now's the time to take a look. Could a new 5-star plan work better? Are you overpaying with prescriptions or other copays? 888-818-6334. MediConnect is local. They've got experts. They'll guide you through Medicare. No cost. No obligation. 888-818-6334.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
41, partly sunny skies. At 10:30, I'm Paul Rasmussen. After months of contentious debate, Pine Richland school directors passed last night the final reading of a controversial library book policy. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has details.
The Pine Richland School Board voted 5-4 Monday night to pass a new library policy amid outcry from community members who have labeled it a book ban. Approval came despite last-ditch efforts from residents and some board members to keep the policy as it's currently written. Previously, the district formed a committee for the review of 14 books challenged by parents in 2023, many of which focused on LGBTQ characters. The policy places the final power to add or remove district library books in the hands of the school board rather than the superintendent. The policy went into effect immediately after the vote. Tamira Rush News Radio, KDKA.
A series of bills to make the Affordable Care Act part of state law are advancing in Harrisburg now. KDKA Radio's David Ballarado has that story.
Democrats crafted the bills fearing the federal government may repeal parts of Obamacare. One would allow parents to keep their adult children on their coverage until the age of 26. Another would bar insurers from excluding people with pre-existing conditions from getting coverage. The third, sponsored by Dan Frankel of Squirrel Hill, would prevent insurers from putting a lifetime cap on benefits, and the final bill would protect access to preventive care. The measures cleared the House Insurance Committee on Monday and now moved to the full House for consideration. David Ballarado, News Radio KDKA.
At the International Space Station.
All hooks open.
All hooks are open. And undocking confirmed.
Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams are on their way back to Earth after being stranded for several months by a Boeing Starliner malfunction. They are returning with another NASA astronaut and a cosmonaut expected to splash down off Florida's coast at 5:57 p.m. Eastern. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 169 points at 41,656. The Nasdaq down 311 points, and the S&P is down 57. KDKA Radio News Time, 10:32. Our next update at 11. I'm Paul Rasmussen on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Hey, folks, Marty Griffin. I go back years with Rob Pierce from Robert Pierce and Associates, one of my go-to guys. They've been at it more than 40 years. Clients are never charged unless the case is won. That remains the foundation of this firm's work. Led by managing partner Rob Pierce, this family-owned firm dedicated to helping friends and neighbors in the fight against negligence, wrongdoing, and abuse. I've seen it, folks. Skilled professionals, professional injury attorneys, and legal professionals. The firm provides compassionate and experienced representation to injury victims and their families, from personal injury and nursing home abuse to medical malpractice and Social Security disability cases. Robert Pierce and Associates been serving communities around this city, state, and the region for 40 years, committed to ensuring full and fair compensation. Call them right now for a no-obligation consultation. 412-214-7477.
Pittsburgh is home to a lot of great people and great local businesses, and we're proud to be one of them.
Hi, John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window company for over 45 years.
If you're looking to replace your old, worn-out windows with new energy-efficient ones, then consider buying from a hometown business like us.
We're passionate about enhancing the beauty and efficiency of Pittsburgh homes using the top-of-the-line replacement windows, like our exclusive Infinity from Marvin 100% fiberglass windows.
They're the strongest, longest-lasting, best insulating windows you can buy. They're way better than vinyl.
And right now, you can save 30% plus get no interest financing on every window and door product we offer.
Experience the difference of buying from a locally owned, family-operated company.
Stop by one of our showrooms or visit us on the web at metropolitanwindows.com.
Or give us a call at 412-655-8411.
PA 1565.
Luck is on your side at Bowser Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Find your perfect Subaru at Bowser today. Lease a new 2025 Subaru Forester Premium VIN SH544002 for only $298 a month for 36 months with $3,899 due at signing. Don't wait. Visit Bowser Subaru today and take advantage of this limited time offer. MSRP $34,928, 10,000 miles per year. Dealer doc fee of $477 applies. No security deposit required. With credit approval and financing through SMFL. See Bowser Subaru for complete details. Offer ends March 31st. Now that's the power of Bowser. BowserSubaru.com. Bowser Subaru, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, my friend, what's up?
All right, Marty. Well, the sunshine, of course, putting everybody in a really good mood as they try to travel out and about here in the late morning. And for the most part, the delays are out of your way. We do have some very sluggish traffic for you as you're heading southbound on Route 28. This past the Etna exit, the Route 8 exit is where you kind of get in line past the Shaler Waterworks, and then it eases up as you head down toward Millvale. As you're coming inbound on the Parkway West, inbound toward the Fort Pitt tunnels, you have heavy traffic that is backing right at the Parkway Center Mall on-ramp before you head inbound to that tunnel portal. Parkway East inbound is rolling well, approaching the Squirrel Hill tunnels. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be gorgeous with sunshine as it turns much warmer, the high 68. Then clear to partly cloudy skies tonight, though 50. Tomorrow, times of sun and clouds, breezy and even warmer in the afternoon, the high 79. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, here we go. It's a Tuesday, inching through the week. Excited about it. Colin Dunlap 2 to 6 today, right here, KDK.
Man, I've seen it all twice. I say this. I've seen some heinous videos. My boy Bill Sawyer sent me this video the other night. Man, it was disturbing. You know, in the video, you see these really big dudes beating the daylights out of a smaller kid. It's dark, but man. And then I got more pictures from folks associated with his beating. The kid was stabbed. I got to be honest. It's amazing he's alive. It's amazing he's alive. And then you hear this, that this was Penn West, a Clarion University, formerly known as Clarion, and all that mishmash. And there was a fight after some party Saturday night, Sunday morning, however you want to describe it. And I'm telling you, man, these big boys from this college football team, if you look at this video, they could have killed this young man. And I'm told, and I've got feelers out to the state police as to what the hell they're doing, but local police say it's out of their jurisdiction. They pass it off to the state police. Penn West Clarion College president says, we won't tolerate it. They've suspended 2 kids. But there has to be more to this. You cannot try to kill a kid. And this is big-time felony assault and get away with it, especially when it's caught on tape. I've got the young man's father on the phone right now. Man, Ryan, how are you, sir?
Hey, Marty, I'm okay. How are you doing?
Man, Ryan, that video, my brother, that is hard to watch, man.
Oh, boy, that eats me up. I don't know how many times I sat there and watched that.
How did you get wind that this happened to your son?
I got a call. I'm in the hospital with my girlfriend.
Right.
She just had a major surgery for our unborn child. And I get a call in the middle of the night at like 2 in the morning saying my son's bleeding to death in the back of an ambulance.
Whoa.
Man. They called and said they didn't know what was going on. I called the state cops, and they had no idea what was going on. I gave them my number, and I waited about a half hour for a call back. And he just told me that, there was a fight. I couldn't get a hold of my son. His phone's missing. Somebody took his phone from him, so I was kind of worried.
And Ryan, furious as this thing started to evolve, right? Furious.
Oh my! I'm 2 hours away. I was ready to jump in my car to drive there and
hurt someone.
Yeah, it would have been bad.
Yeah, I'm the same way, and I could see how it would set you off. My man, in watching that video, and I know you're biased because it's your son, man, that's nothing short of a flat-out felony assault, right?
Oh, man, it's right there. How can 4, 5, 6 guys assault a minor child and walk away? The cops sat down the street and watched. Did you see the video?
Yeah.
The cop sat there and watched and said, "Oh, it's not my jurisdiction." He watched my son get stabbed. I had the corporal from the state trooper police barracks call me today. Well, last night the arresting officer called me and laughed at me when I asked what charges were going to be filed.
What did the corporal say from the state police, Ryan?
Well, he said, does your son want to be a victim? I said, what? He's like, well, yeah. I said, what do you mean, does he want to be a victim? He's like, well, he didn't want to file charges that night, so we weren't going to pick him up. We couldn't do nothing. I said, this is a juvenile who was assaulted by a football team. What do you mean you can't do nothing?
And it's on tape.
It's a Commonwealth state. The state automatically picks him up. Where's the DA in this case?
Man.
And then, they laughed at me. I said, are you filing, attempted murder charges? They stabbed him with this bottle repeatedly.
Horrible. The cuts are horrible.
He said, oh, that's not an attempted murder.
Oh.
Well, I guess what is? I mean, are they justifying this for these boys?
So I'm told this is fallout from a party. Is that accurate?
Yeah, what I'm being told, and like I said, I'm just being told this. From all the boys that were up there, all of them told me they were up in Clarion doing teenage things.
Right.
I mean, talking to girls, and all these college kids are partying right on the street, just hanging out, partying right on the street. And they walk past the kids offering, alcohol and come party with the football team.
By the way, we are streaming this video right now on our sites on X and on Facebook. The attack is brutal, man. Brutal.
Oh my! How would you? Let's put it this way: you're a kid and you get invited to see one of your favorite football teams, hang out with your football team. They invite you in and then stab you in the back, literally.
And were they stabbing him with a beer bottle?
It's a vodka bottle.
Wow.
You'll see that the big white kid walking around with the vodka bottle in his hand. That's the one they smashed over his back and stabbed him with.
Gosh.
Yeah, but there's rumors going around. They got all these fake accounts that they're messaging me, sending me pictures of guns and ambulance, saying that if I keep talking, they're going to kill me.
What?
Yeah, I guess these small colleges is what I'm hearing.
Wow.
Go to these high schools, and they pick up the best athletes out of high schools. Well, they come to the inner cities, and most of them are gang affiliated. And
so hold on. At least we know this. 2 of the players have been suspended, but that's not good enough for you, right?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, come on. Suspended? Are they going to be playing next week? Unsuspend them when the next game hits? Come on. That's ridiculous.
So, Ryan, how is your son doing?
He's bad. They sewed him up like it was just rudimentary. It was a horrible sew job, and he said he had to just do it fast because my son was bleeding so fast they had to close him up. He said he can stick his whole pinky finger in my son's tricep muscle.
No.
I guess when they tried to cut him, my son went to block it. I mean, it's basic forensic. You go to block anything, you put your arm up, and they sliced his tricep in half.
And is your son willing to testify at this point?
Yes. I mean, It doesn't matter if he's willing. He's going to testify whether he likes it or not. I mean, I don't think he's really got a choice in the matter.
Okay.
Dad's kind of putting his foot down here.
No, my man, if I can help you in any way, if we can get lawyers for you to help back you up, if you need any support, this is egregious, man, and dangerous. Honestly, if you watch this video, folks, on the stream right now, it's actually amazing your son's alive.
It is. And I need to tell you, Marty, that I've been receiving so much support from Clarion community members. It's great how they're stepping up. It's sad, though, I'm getting a lot of messages from neighbors that are right there around what they call the football house, you know what I mean, where they all live and party. They're saying that this has been going on forever, and there's women that's been running out, women trying to hide from these guys chasing women down the street. You can hear women screaming in the parties.
Yeah.
Like, what are the cops going to do? I mean, I understand these are your star players, and you need a football team to create revenue. But when's enough enough?
No, come on, man. Is your son back in school?
I don't know. He had an appointment today. He had to go to see a specialist. They told him if he didn't get his arm fixed within like a week, his muscle will start dying.
Wow.
And a lot of doctors won't take it. We called a few doctors, and they refused to take him because they're afraid of the glass inside. And they said they dug tons of rocks and dirt out of it. And you seen the one kid kick him in the head when his back was turned.
Yep.
That's disgusting. Come on, man. I mean, if any of them want a shot, they can come see me. I'm not a little kid.
My man, so stay in touch. And if you reach out to your son, I'd like to talk to him too. All right, man?
All right. Thank you so much, Marty. And I'll keep in touch, and I'll let you know how everything's going.
All right, man. Thank you.
Bye.
Man, if you see this video and then you see the stab wounds, how the hell no one thinks there is a criminal case here is way the F. Beyond belief to me. Way beyond belief. Wow. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser, Ellen Gamble. What's up?
All right, thanks, Marty. You want to watch out for crews if you are traveling through Westmoreland County, Ross Draver Township, specifically daylight crews working today, and they'll be back again tomorrow. So the work zone time is 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., and the location is on Interstate 70. This is east and westbound. You'll find a single-lane closure there between exit 49 for Smithton and the Route 51 interchange. If you're taking Route 51 all the way into downtown Pittsburgh at this hour, you have a decent ride, just traffic light delays all the way along until you reach the Liberty Tunnels or the West End, or maybe using the Parkway West. Parkway West inbound is slow for you once again near the top of Green Tree Hill. 28 southbound is heading through the Etna bypass, and then traffic eases up once you reach just before the Millvale interchange. Parkway East inbound is slow at Edgewood Swissvale. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
$3.2 million for a power plant worker with mesothelioma. $3 million for the family of a steel worker who died from asbestos-related lung cancer. Another $3.8 million for the family of a steel worker with mesothelioma. These are just a few case results that Pittsburgh-based law firm Goldberg, Persky, and White have been able to get for their clients. They can do the same for you. If you're suffering from lung cancer or mesothelioma, contact GPW for a free consultation at 1-800-COMPLEX or gpwlaw.com.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. All the time I'm talking about auto accidents, big crashes, big wrecks. Call 1-800-GET-PHIL or 412-281-5005. Look, Phil DiLicente and Associates, they're in Pittsburgh. They give free, that's right, free consultations. Phil and Ken Nolan, his partner, handle auto cases. I've worked with them a lot. So call 1-800-GET-PHIL. Call Ken Nolan and Phil DiLicente now at 1-800-GET-PHIL today. They're the best, folks.
It's freezing, but C. Harper has some sizzling news for you. Warm up your ride with C. Harper Cadillac. For more information, stop by their dealership in Bell Vernon or visit them online at charpercadillac.com. C. Harper Cadillac, the best price every time, all the time.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, millions of men experience ED, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. At HIMSS, our own board-certified urologist, Dr. Peter Stahl, knows this better than anyone, and he knows that HIMSS can help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS.
Through HIMSS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs. Options at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% less than brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
Have you heard about Gunny's Ridge? Oh, you're about to. Gunny's Ridge is a safe haven, a healing place, a learning place. It's for veterans with long-term PTSD. You know, there are thousands right here that need help, and they need it right now. It's a 100-acre farm, rec center, learning space, amazing space. Wait till you see the plans. There's a lodge and a barn. There'll be one-on-one activities, family activities. We can make this dream come true. We can do it together. Check it out at gunnysridge.org, gunnysridge.org. Amazing.
Here's your Jill on Money question of the day.
Mary from New England asks, my husband and I both retired, but I went back to my old job part-time. Our annual income between our pensions, Social Security, and my part-time salary is about $150,000. The bulk of our savings is in tax-deferred accounts. Should we be converting these accounts to a Roth? Well, Mary, if you guys have the cash to pay the tax bill that would be due, then I would probably look into slowly converting those tax-deferred dollars. The opportune time is probably when you're done with your part-time job.
Have a question? Go to JillOnMoney.com.
And now, a Progressive ad brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Drivers who switch to Progressive could save big. With Progressive, this has been a Progressive ad from Progressive. See if you could save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE or Progressive.com.
Hear about it, then talk about it. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
A lot going on this morning. That was a hell of a story. That has to be clarified. Hey, I don't want to disparage the entire football team and certainly not disparage all of Penn West Clarion. I just don't. There are jagoffs in all areas of society, and there are jagoffs sometimes on athletic teams. And in this case, if you're watching that video, someone needs to go to jail. And if the state police aren't going to investigate it, we need to find somebody who will. And we will. The other thing I would ask my son, with all due respect, why the hell are you at college parties getting hammered? Not saying it's the kid's fault. but you put yourself in bad situations and bad things happen. Look, man, when I was that age, I was trouble. Had been arrested a couple times for stealing cars, had issues with smoking weed and drinking a little, was kind of bouncing all around. And so I am not suggesting I was some saint, and I certainly don't judge. However, if you have a son who's going to college parties and getting hammered, you got a son with a problem. And when everybody gets drunk, it turns up the gas and the heat on the macho thing. And when all the jocks get together and all the jocks are heated up and someone says something to some girl, it always hits the fan. I've seen it my whole life. But that, my friends, is a bad deal. By the way, Penn West is not blowing this off. The president of the college said, this ain't happening. And already suspended 2 of the jocks. And we'll see what happens from here. And if the state police are contacting Dad and his son agrees to cooperate, we will make certain that it's a full investigation. Okay? Okay. The other thing that I wanted to mention before we gloss over it is that idiot that we started the show with who has been arrested 200 times. There is no way in America today that we as Americans can tolerate a justice system that allows a man to commit 200 crimes and still be out on the streets. Folks, he's been arrested 3 times in March. He went into this wonderful market in the BNY building, Edie's. My boy Kevin Joyce, who I love, his wife's market, and jammed 10 hamburgers in his pants, drunk, and started threatening people. And went after cops when they got there. Every cop downtown knows him. Every cop calls him a menace. He threatens cops. He threatens people. He's drunk as hell, and he's dangerous. To which I would ask Steve Zappala and his people, why the hell don't you prosecute him? It's on them. If I have a guy with 200 arrests who's threatening people and robbing people and assaulting people 200 times, that guy deserves to be in jail. If he's an alcoholic, while he's in jail, get him treatment. While he's in jail. He was arrested yesterday. Orenstein lowered his bond, but another judge caught it and denied his bond. Oops. By the way, regarding Orenstein, he's not the bad guy. You people elected him. And I saw out of the Democratic committee meetings last weekend, 3 or 4 more progressive candidates on the ballot coming up that you people will elect. It's on you, ma'am. If you elect people that don't believe in bail, guess what they're going to do when they become judges? Huh? They're not going to put bail on people. My big issue is with the DA's office, and Steve, I don't know where he is, Zappala. Why the hell don't you prosecute the hell out of this guy and send him to prison where he belongs? Or send him to rehab and then prison where he belongs? Folks, I don't want to be right about this. I want to be wrong about this. What do I mean? I don't want to come on the air one day and say, hey, you know that guy, that Bryant guy? He killed someone in Market Square yesterday. Ron, my man Ron, makes it political. You can have 34 felonies and be elected president. Nice. That ain't this, Ron. This is a guy who's a menace to society. This is a guy who's a danger to every single person downtown. The cops know it. The judges know it. Why the hell won't the DA's office prosecute this guy? 200 times. times. Scared the hell out of someone that he robbed in this wonderful market in BNY Mellon yesterday, stuffing hamburgers in his pants, screaming at people. Why is he on the streets? Mr. Zappala, tell me, sir.
The KDKA mobile news fleet is driven by Jim Shorkey Kia, North Huntington and Wexford. JimShorkeyKia.com.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Went to high school with Bob Tootie from Tootie Mechanical. So I've known him, 40 plus years? His business is insane. Tootie Mechanical. The service is unbelievable. The professionalism is unbelievable. And the help, man, they've put 400 free furnaces in homes. Tootie Mechanical is the best for HVAC I've ever seen in my career. They're amazing people, amazing service. Tootie, 412-771-4100. Call them.
Oh, honey, it's our favorite leaf filter trusted pro, Matt. Matt, come in, come in.
Hi, Mrs. Sparks. You wanted me to stop by? Is everything okay with your leaf filter gutter protection system?
Okay. Of course, silly. We wanted you to stop by for dinner as our way of thanking you.
Yes, to thank you for that free gutter inspection, the free estimate, and what was the other thing?
That lifetime guarantee.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Sparks, those are just Leaf Filter's policies. Everyone who calls Leaf Filter gets a trusted pro to come out for a free gutter inspection and estimate. And every Leaf Filter installation comes with a lifetime guarantee.
So it's not just us?
No, sir. We don't want anyone to worry about clogged gutters ever again.
You mean everyone gets this level of service?
Everyone. They just need to visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule their free inspection.
Okay, but you must be starving. You work so hard.
Ready to love your gutter protection as much as we do? Visit leaffilter.com/deal and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
When you buy appliances, they break. It's just the truth. Check this out. Voss TV and Appliance, they have their own crews, their own folks, techs that fix this stuff, and they're magnificent. Here's the other thing about Voss. Our dishwasher broke. They got a new dishwasher in our house within a week and a half. In this marketplace, in crazy weather, during crazy times. Voss TV and Appliance, 412-650-VOSS, 412-650-VOSS.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh, W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
48 with fair skies at 11 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. A criminal defense expert says the reason the parents of missing Pitt student Sudiksha Kananki want authorities to declare her dead is part of a legal strategy.
And they're putting pressure on law enforcement, quite frankly. They're saying, we want somebody charged. We don't want another Vandersloop in Aruba with Natalie Holloway.
Attorney Phil DeLucenti told KDKA Radio's Marty Griffin last hour the parents want law enforcement efforts shifted toward a homicide investigation before any suspect or suspects can leave the Dominican Republic. A 19-year-old Beaver County man is accused of leaving violent threats at a woman's home next door. Coppell police say Dylan Bish left one note telling the neighbor he wanted to kill her and dismember her body with a chainsaw. Now, the victim told KDKA TV Bish approached her several months earlier and asked for her phone number, and she declined.
I had a lot of anxiety about it, very paranoid. It's an odd feeling to not feel safe in your own home.
Some of Bish's family members say he suffers from mental health issues, and they hope a court orders him to be placed in psychiatric care for the rest of his life. Israeli warplanes have launched airstrikes across Gaza. Gaza's health ministry claims more than 400 Palestinian deaths. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu ordered the strikes after Hamas refused Israeli demands to change the ceasefire agreement. The White House has voiced support for Israel's actions. A pedestrian was hit by a vehicle this morning in Butler County. 911 confirms it happened just before 7:30 in the parking lot at Forest Heights Apartments. The victim was flown to a hospital, condition unknown. Scammers are playing off nostalgic ties to a Northside institution. A group called Gus and Yaya's Fans has been posting a range of fake stories on social media, including that they would be opening yesterday for a 90th season. KDKA TV's Megan Schiller says Mike Spanos, who acquired the historic ice ball truck after owner Gus died last year, was even blocked by this fake group's administrators.
So now he hasn't been able to see any of these new posts, which include ones up to last week saying that they were opening. And then he started getting text messages from close friends saying, "What do you mean you're opening? You didn't tell me that."
The fake site was also apparently trying to sell merchandise last year, but those posts appear to have been removed. Walnut Grill's Fox Chapel location has closed after nearly 2 decades in business. The restaurant on Freeport Road was shut down over the weekend. Earlier this month, the eatery was hit with a consumer alert after an inspection revealed several dead mice. Walnut Grill gift cards and loyalty points will be accepted at locations in Wexford, Robinson, and Washington. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 320 points at 41,522. The Nasdaq is down 362 points, about 2% so far, and the S&P is down 74 points. KDKA Sports. The NHL says the Penguins will play the Predators in Sweden next season. 2 games are scheduled in Stockholm on November 14th and 16th as part of the league's global series. Pirates-Phillies this afternoon at Lecom Park. Tonight, the Penguins will host the Islanders. St. Francis plays Alabama State in a first 4 game to qualify for the NCAA tournament. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. Home improvements with no interest financing if you need it. TrustPJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:03. Time to call Rhino Shield and have your home look new again. For a free estimate, call 888-744-6641. 48 and fair skies in Pittsburgh. AAA traffic in the AccuWeather forecast next.
Luck is on your side at Bowser Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Find your perfect Subaru at Bowser today. Lease a new 2025 Subaru Forester Premium, VIN SH544002, for only $298 a month for 36 months with $3,899 due at signing. Don't wait. Visit Bowser Subaru today and take advantage of this limited time offer. MSRP $34,928, 10,000 miles per year. Dealer doc fee of $477 applies. No security deposit required. With credit approval and financing through SMFL. See Bowser Subaru for complete details. Offer ends March 31st. Now that's the power of Bowser. BowserSubaru.com. Bowser Subaru, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel, plus low to no monthly payments. Call 412-556-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 412-556-BATH.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
If you are new to Medicare and have questions, Aetna can help. Aetna has a Medicare Advantage plan that includes prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plan includes benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-833-771-3415 to learn more. A licensed agent will answer your call.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our DSMPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser Hill and Gamble. What's up, my friend?
All right, thanks, Marty. And it looks like it's a little bit of a slowdown for you here if you're coming southbound on 28 toward town at this point. We have the Arrow truck out and a lane restriction on 28. It's between the on-ramp at the Etna bypass area, if you will. Between there and Millvale is where you'll find that lane pinch, and the slowdowns greet you just after you pass the Route 8 Etna exit. So a little bit of extra time required there. Parkway West inbound has some slowdowns on the front side of Green Tree Hill, most notably backing right around that Banksville on-ramp before the Fort Pitt tunnels. Reminder of slide repair work that kicked off yesterday in Penn Hills with the closure of Leechburg Road, closed round the clock through mid-April now for that slide repair work. The posted detour uses Milltown, Holton, and Salzburg roads to get around that traffic closure. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Lots of sunshine the rest of today as it warms up. Our high 68 this afternoon. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy, though just 50. Clouds and sun tomorrow. A breezy, warm afternoon. The high up to 79. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Tune in this Sunday morning at 8 for the Coons Cooking Hour with Rob Pratt and the Coons Market team as they discuss rotisserie chicken recipes featuring Coons slow-roasted chicken. It's the Coons Cooking Hour presented by Coons Market, your hometown Pittsburgh grocer.
The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I call it a creep. What happens in cities in America, and this happens across America post-COVID. Folks didn't go back to work. Businesses didn't flourish. Communities suffered. And then the lack of law enforcement. So there's this creep, honestly, in wonderful, wonderful communities. And I mean this all across the country. So what happens is creep. You end up with vagrants. You end up with homeless folks, folks with drug abuse problems, alcohol problems, and then crime, petty theft. And then major theft, and then bigger crimes like shootings. Let me say this about Brookline. Big fan. You know what I like about Brookline? It has that vibe to it. There's an ethnic vibe to it. I love the Hispanic influence. I love the Mexican food. I just do. I love the food carts on the street. I've been there 100 times. And I'm seeing some of this creep. And they've had issues with homeless folks and panhandlers. And they had a homicide there about a week and a half ago. An illegal immigrant beat a guy to death with a tequila bottle. And they arrested 2 convicted felon illegal immigrants, and they're in jail right now. And then there was this shooting yesterday. Listen to this sound from the shooting. Play it, buddy. Michael.
Base 806 units, I can clear and start for 802 Brookline Boulevard between Flatbush Street and Cuba Street, stating that reporting a gunshot outside of the shop. Base of the units going to Brookline Boulevard. It states that one male in a red, black, and yellow jumpsuit was the shooter, accompanied by one male in a gray jumpsuit. Is there an actual scene up there with evidence?
Yes, there's shell casings in the street on Brookline Boulevard, and some items they dropped, a bag of chips and Rice Krispie treats in a package.
Wow.
Actor's going to be wearing a black and yellow hoodie, black male. Copy, thank you. 3621R. 21R. All right, I got these people dropped some items going up Flatbush. A female said they continued on Flatbush across Bel Air, away from Brookline Boulevard.
So that is live yesterday. Happened right in front of a coffee shop that is owned by a police officer's wife, ironically. One of my boys, one of my favorite people, and a guy who truly believes in Brookline like I do, Judge Jim Motznick. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm pretty good, Marty. I don't like the situation that's going on in Brookline for the reason for you to be asking me to be on this show, but I'm okay.
Well, here's the truth. And you heard me say this creep that happened during the pandemic and post-pandemic happened in a lot of communities, sir. And so a lot of communities are fighting against this creep. In fact, you knew and know the suspect in the shooting, do you not, sir?
I'm familiar with him, yes.
And you're also concerned about and have been concerned about his alleged criminal activities in the past and his shady background that made you nervous, right, sir, without naming him?
Well, there's people in the neighborhood that are regulars that are in some of the South Hills neighborhoods that we're concerned with. I was on your show last week, and we have an effort brought forward by local elected officials and the police department to try to get ahead of the curve and make sure that this stuff doesn't happen. And unfortunately, it did yesterday.
Because Motznick's my man. There is no one more family-based. There was no one more community-based and supportive of Brookline than Jim Motznick. I love the guy who gives a damn every single day. And you have made a plea, and I think this is spot on, and we're going to push for this, to get what to happen on a regular basis, on a daily basis on the streets of Brookline with law enforcement, sir, which I love.
I've been asking for many, many years to have more police on the street in Brookline, in the South Hills communities, Beachview, Mount Washington also. But along Brookline Boulevard, I've been asking to have beat cops there regularly to make sure there's a presence on Brookline Boulevard so that the people that live there, the people that walk there, the residents in the community feel safe. And then also when you have police presence, then the criminals see the police presence, obviously, and go somewhere else.
That's right. I've been told that this has been taken past the discussion phase with Corey O'Connor, and that if he's elected, it's something he'll look at seriously. Is that accurate, sir?
I've had the conversation with Corey O'Connor and explained to him the need for beat cops along Brookline Boulevard in our community, and he's open to that. And he will put those police officers there when he can. We're down to, I believe, under 600 officers.
Yep.
The size of the police department needs to double. When I was on city council, we were close to 1,200 officers.
Whoa!
Something needs to be done to increase, double the budget for police officers and put more cops on the street.
Damn, Jimmy. There were 1,200 when you were on council?
Right under that. Yeah, 11 something.
And today there's about 650?
Something like that. That's right.
There's no way in hell you can do that, right?
Well, you have to plan accordingly, right? And it all comes down to money. And that's what they're going to tell you, the elected officials. It comes down to funding. And you have to, first of all, in your mind, accept the fact that we need a lot more cops than we have. And then you have to find where you're going to find the funds to pay for those things. And that, if you're running for any office, those are the obstacles that you face. So you make some tough decisions and you do it. Or get out of the way and let someone else do it.
So listen to this. One of my favorite people, a commander who listens to the show, said after a meeting 3 weeks ago, they hired a beat officer there and will walk the beat starting last week. Have you seen anyone out there?
No, I haven't. I'm on Brookline Boulevard every day. I've not seen that happen.
Okay, I'll find.
The public safety director came to a community meeting a few weeks ago. I was there. There was no discussion of a beat officer. They actually brought an idea and put a plan in place to have public safety employees, they called them like an ambassador or something, walk up and down the boulevard, talk to the property owners, see what the problems are, identify maybe kids creating problems or havoc, but they're not cops. The bottom line is you need to have police officers in place with a uniform on.
Right on.
So that criminals see the cops and they move along.
Right on. Right on.
And at that meeting, if we have to reduce the fire department in half and double the size of the police department, maybe that's an option. And that's drastic. And I know the fire union people right now are probably losing their minds. But I mean, that's reality. We're talking reality, and here we are.
All right, my man, before you go, one of my boys owns a very successful ice cream shop there. In fact, told me yesterday he's having the best year ever in terms of sales. But he's so uptight about this crime stuff that he might sell. You know that business owners are uptight about this, do you not, sir?
I do, and I know I've been a customer of that ice cream shop since I was a kid.
Nice.
And I go in and I talk to Sal the barber, and I go in and I talk to the Shaheens at Peterland, Louis DeFelice up at the Moonlight. I talk to them.
Love him.
Everybody's nervous, and I tell them we're not giving up on Brookline. Brookline is a wonderful neighborhood. I talked to the owner of Reds.
I love it.
Good news. Right. Smash burgers are the best.
Love it.
And we talked, and the comment that came out of his mouth was, "This is my neighborhood. I'm never leaving."
Nice.
And that's my comment. I'm never leaving. And we're going to get this moving in the right direction somehow, some way. I promise you.
Judge, I love you, man. I love your passion. I love your plan. I'm all over it. Thanks, my man.
Take care, Marty.
Let's get some cops up there, all right? Man. Wow. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, thanks, Marty. We have a lane restriction on southbound 28 that's really making the ride rough for folks. So right now, you're getting in line right as you pass the Route 8 off-ramp. So heading toward the Etna exit there on the southbound side. The restriction is further south of that, just after you pass the Shaler Waterworks. Looks like the left-hand lane is closed. Everybody's being forced over into the right-hand lane, and that's definitely costing you some extra travel time as you try to come inbound toward town that way. If you're headed inbound on the Parkway West, the news is much better by comparison. Just sluggish traffic on the front side of Green Tree Hill, right around that Parkway Center Mall overpass. If you're heading outbound toward the airport, that's a good ride. No problems for you out to Pittsburgh International right now. Parkway East inbound, just a little slow approaching the Squirrel Hill tunnels as you make your way inbound toward town that way. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
Oh, by the way, Ivan's no longer on the project. His wife got a new job, so they're moving across the country.
Robin's top researcher is deviating to a new market. This isn't standard.
And now we're short-staffed. Who's going to finish all these projects?
She needs a cluster of new data analysts, and there's no margin for error.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Selling your home, it's one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. You could go it alone, trying to navigate market trends, determine fair pricing, and tackle tricky negotiations on your own. You could second-guess every decision, wondering if you're doing it right. Then there's the showings, the offers, and the mountain of paperwork. Or you could work with the expertise of a realtor, here to guide and help protect as you make your next big move. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
Man, I've been through a cancer battle, and UPMC saved my life, and it's just the truth, and I rave about them. In a very, very difficult time historically in healthcare, in a very, very stressful time for patients, doctors, staff, everybody involved, it ain't easy. But my sister is going through pancreatic cancer treatment at UPMC Hillman, and every single day runs into very, very stressful situations, and every single day they handle it in an amazing way at UPMC. They handle it like no one else handles it. UPMC, life-changing, life-saving information, lifetime of helping people. I love it. Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. Tax season is here. What a better way to reinvest in your home than brand new windows from Universal Windows Direct. Check this out. Tax time sale. Buy 2, get 2 free. Buy 4, get 4 free. And finance now, no interest until 2030. 412-545-6003. Amazing windows, amazing sale, amazing service. 412-545-6003. Hey, folks, Marty here. My friend Robert Levin and his entire Levin Furniture staff and his team are celebrating Levin's 105th birthday. Check out these amazing savings. Start with 20% off, plus 60 months financing with no money down. And as a special Levin 105th birthday bonus, get a $105 Levin card when you spend $999. There's also incredible 105th birthday deals throughout the stores. Celebrate Levin's 105th at all Levin Furniture and Mattress locations.
Hair Volume is the best-selling hair tablet in the world and one of many award-winning natural hair products from New Nordic. Purchase at newnordicusa.com or CVS.
My man Carlos and I talked yesterday. Carlos is the best tree guy I've ever known. I mean, the best, folks. Come on, man. 3 decades of experience. A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. A-plus. Senior discounts. Military discounts. Large trees. Confined areas. Training to work near power lines. Come on. 412-884-TREE. 412-884-TREE. 412-884-8733. Call them.
Everything you need. Every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Motznick also right in that what happens in the city, I don't know why, but Mount Washington and Brookline, that area, they get ignored. I lived on Mount Washington, has the same creep going on. I lived on 1000 Grandview, so you're one of the big shots. You got the view and all that stuff, but once you get behind that, you got drug deals going on, you have petty theft, you have break-ins, burglaries. It's awful. It's a creep thing. And Motznick nailed it. We got, what do you say, Patrick? They had 1,200 cops. Now there's like 650. They're at least 250 cops short. And I know what he's saying about cut the fire department in half. You want to see a full-blown, flat-out meltdown, do that. But something has to change. Because my boys that own businesses in Brookline, they're feeling that creep. And one of my boys owns our favorite ice cream store that all of our kids have worked at. And he's like, enough, man. I've had enough. Gets old. I love Motznick's passion. One of my boys, a commander, Ray, says he's been walking the beat up there once from 3 to 7 on his own, 3 to 7. That's a start, Jim, but there's no way that solves it, does it, sir?
Not at all. I mean, I live over here, and it doesn't solve anything.
Yeah. What's the solution, though, man? There's no way in hell they're going to allow someone to cut the fire department in half. No way.
No, and I was an elected official, so you got to live in the real world.
Sure.
And in the real world, you need the nonprofits to sit down with you and say, look, we got public safety issues in this city. You created a fund for the Pittsburgh schools. Help me create a public safety fund where there's money to give cops raises and bring some more cops into the city to solve this, because this is getting ridiculous.
No. This is the same idea I've wrapped my arms around, and I've talked to some big shots about, including some of the players in the nonprofit world. This has to happen, does it not, sir? It has to.
It has to happen because public safety is the beginning of the first domino falling to the deterioration of a complete city.
That's right, brother.
And this is where we're at right now.
Yep.
And unfortunately, some of the elected officials in this town want to turn a blind eye to the real world and what's happening to the businesses, the fears that are out there among people. People don't even want to come into the city because of this.
And then look what this is doing to Brookline. So now we had a homicide there about 10 days ago. A guy beat the hell out, killed someone with a tequila bottle. They were illegals. And then you have a shooting in broad daylight right in front of a coffee shop owned by a cop's wife yesterday, right on the street, sir.
Brookline Boulevard was always a thriving, good business neighborhood. And now it's on the road to Southside.
It is.
It
is.
One thing about Judge Motznick, he's a street guy. He knows what's going on.
No, I love him.
And, at least he's in the forefront of this, and I have some level of confidence that maybe he can get some things done up there.
I just don't understand why we allow this to happen to American cities. Because once they're gone, brother, Jim, next to impossible to bring them back, right?
There's no question about it, or it takes years, it takes decades to do it. The saddest part about it is a lot of these, and I don't want to get totally political, but the reality of the situation is a lot of these progressives, they don't want to do the boring day-to-day job of what they were elected to do. They want to talk about ideologies that senators and congressmen talk about instead of getting the job done that the citizens in these neighborhoods need. And that's in itself is the problem. Their attitudes are completely wrong in the way they're thinking about their jobs.
I like Coghill. He's very assertive, and that's his district. As he told me, there's no new construction of any homes in Brookline, which underlines my point of this creep. The businesses start to go, the residents start to leave, and then you got nothing. Period. Nothing.
Well, and you're right. And I have friends of mine that are developers that are telling me, a lot of them are considering selling what they have now and moving on because they're like, they don't see an end to this plight. And, these guys are in the business to make money. They're not going to stay. And that will make Washington County and Butler and that get bigger while we continue to deteriorate.
It will. Thanks, my man.
All right, brother.
I see the creep. I saw it at Mount Washington. I lived up there when I first moved back to Pittsburgh from Dallas. Some sketch, a lot of closed businesses. These are the streets behind Grandview. A lot of folks, this amazing, amazing woman, Elvira, who's been watching our kids since they were babies, told me yesterday she'd like to sell her home in the neighborhoods behind Grandview and Mount Washington because she's afraid on a regular basis. Why the hell should a woman who's lived on Mount Washington for 50 years be afraid to live there now? Because of the creep. Because there ain't no cops to protect her. And my friends, that sucks.
Ever feel like there aren't enough hours in the day? If you get busy or miss your favorite show, don't worry. With Rewind, available exclusively on the free Odyssey app, you can stream your favorite shows on demand. You know your day is better with us. Get the news that matters to you from the local voices you trust. No matter what you're up to, give it a try. To get started, download the free Odyssey app and search for your station. That's AUDACY.
March is full of lucky days here at Jim Shorkey Kia in North Huntington. New all-wheel drive 2025 Kia Sportage LX. Lease for $168 a month for 24 months with $29.95 due at signing. Or finance it at a low 1.9% APR for 60 months. A 500 vehicle selection plus 3 years of prepaid maintenance, a 10-year 100,000-mile limited warranty, and $500 more for your trade. You can't get much luckier than that. PA's #1 volume Kia dealer, JimShorkeyKia.com. Call 1-855-410-4996 for complete details on all offers and terms.
Just in time for spring cleaning at Zero Res 3-room special starting at $109. So now is the perfect time to take advantage of this deal. 2 days only. Go to ZeroResPGH.com. ZeroResPGH.com now.
There will come a time when you want to turn off the financial news and turn on a great retirement. Tune into Expedition Retirement with Greg Ayler, Saturday night at 8, Sunday night at 11 on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. Tax season is here. What a better way to reinvest in your home than brand new windows from Universal Windows Direct. Check this out. Tax time sale. Buy 2, get 2 free. Buy 4, get 4 free. And finance now, no interest until 2030. 412-545-6003. Amazing windows, amazing sale, amazing service. 412-545-6003.
A trial is 99% preparation, and nobody prepares better than us. Get the good guys, Goodrich and Geist.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
48 with fair skies at 11:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. New this hour, the White House says President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin have begun a highly anticipated call as the U.S. looks to persuade the Russian leader to sign off on a 30-day ceasefire proposal as a possible pathway to end the war. Now, the White House is optimistic peace is within reach, even as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky remains skeptical. The Pine Richland School Directors Board has passed a new policy on library book selection. With details on that, News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush.
The Pine Richland School Board voted 5-4 to approve a controversial policy change on library resources. Yesterday's meeting came after numerous lengthy and contentious meetings, one of which dragged on for nearly 7 hours. Under the new policy, librarians are directed to provide their building principal with a list of all new materials monthly. Once the principal gives initial approval, the list will be made public and will be posted on the district's website for 30 days before the superintendent makes a recommendation for board approval. Monday's vote was the final step in a process that started in October 2023. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Just how close is Pennsylvania to allowing recreational use of cannabis?
We're going to be putting out a Democratic proposal in the next few weeks.
And as State Representative Dan Frankel on the Big K Morning Show saying Pennsylvania is missing out on significant revenue.
Well, we got Ohio, New York, Maryland. So we are literally surrounded by states that have legal adult use cannabis.
Frankel also wants regulations in place to monitor sales of recreational pot. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 328 points at 41,514. The Nasdaq down 309 points, and the S&P now down 67. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:32. Our next update at noon. I'm Paul Rasmussen on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
So, I talk Bowser all the time and how much the Bowser family has meant to us just in terms of cars. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Bowser cars right now, 4 Bowser cars. And it's amazing the service. It's amazing the sale. It's amazing the kindness. Fine, they take care of the Griffins. You would assume that would happen, right? So a friend comes to me, a young lady, desperate for a car, had an old beat-up Honda. True story. I sent her to Bowser looking for a Subaru. They had a dozen lined up within an hour. She went to Bowser. They gave her the best deal she'd ever seen on a car, and she called me crying. She was so happy about the salesman, about the service, about the pricing, and about the effort to make her happy, to put her in a Bowser car. I love them, folks. Why wouldn't I? They're absolutely amazing.
My name is Joanne. I'm 75 years old, and I have lost 35 pounds on Awaken 180 weight loss. I was pre-diabetic. I was ready to go on cholesterol medication. My blood pressure was up even on medication. Now I have no need for cholesterol medication. My blood sugar is fine, and I actually am cutting down on my blood pressure medicine. I have knee replacements and hip replacements, and I had difficulty walking, and now I can walk without any problem. I feel lighter. I feel more energetic. It is a lifestyle that will help you to lose weight without medication.
Thanks, Joanne. Paul Alexander here. Stories like Joanne's are the reason I continue to share the Awaken 180 message. The results speak for themselves, and I'm confident you'll have the same success if you let them show you how. Do what Joanne did, what I did, and what over 24,000 others have done, and choose the solution for weight loss online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. Have you been to the Drive-By Fish Fry? Hofstadt's famous Drive-By Fish Fry. My boy JK, the Oakmont Restaurant King, he did it this time. Hofstadt's, Oakmont, Fridays, noon to 6. Fish sandwich, mac and cheese, coleslaw in a cookie. It's the Drive-By Fish Fry at Hofstadt's. Check it out. Noon to 6 every Friday. I'm going to tell you something. It's absolutely delicious. Drive-By Fish Fry, Oakmont. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser, Ellen Gamble. What's up, my friend?
All right. Thanks, Marty. And one of the tough spots that we continue to have throughout the Tuesday mid-morning, late-morning commute here is Route 28. So we have a lane restriction. An Arrow truck is on scene there as you are heading southbound past the Shaler Waterworks. Between there and Millvale is where you have to get over into the right lane. And because of those slowdowns, you have traffic that is backing through the Etna bypass, almost right back where you have the split with the Route 8 Etna exit going off to your right-hand lane there. That lane is moving fine. It's the 2 mainline lanes that are very heavy approaching that particular slowdown there. In the New Ken Bridge area, Eastier, of course, and New Ken, that bridge carrying the traffic over the Allegheny, that is getting single alternating lane restrictions this week as bridge inspection crews work each day. Flag crews will get you through that zone 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., so leave extra time there. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be sunny and turn much warmer. The high 68, clear to partly cloudy tonight, though 50. For tomorrow, intervals of clouds and sunshine, breezy and unseasonably warm in the afternoon with a high of 79. The record is 78, set in 1898. For AccuWeather, I'm Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hi, this is Father Tom Burke of the Diocese of Pittsburgh. Join me for Catholic Education Plus this Sunday morning at 6:30 as we spotlight our Catholic schools and faith formation programs. Catholic Education Plus is sponsored by Sam and Judy Spanos and the Catholic Diocese of Pittsburgh.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, here we go. It's a Tuesday, inching through the week. Excited about it. Colin Dunlap 2 to 6 today, right here, KDK.
We got to hunt down this jagoff. Not hunt down, but find this. Man. Before we move past what Motznick was saying, because I'm a big fan of Jim Motznick, and although it might make sense on paper in somebody's thought process to cut firefighters in half, it would, there would be a total meltdown. Cut those damn guys that go out and get paid $70,000 to check and see if Jeff Cohen at Smallman Street Deli is using paper or plastic. They pay them $70,000 or some crap. Cut them first. Hire a couple cops. And as I suggested, and I've talked to some of the big nonprofits, including the folks at UPMC, they're in to do the right thing, but everybody has to be at the table. And Gainey can't get those folks at the table. Whether he tells you that he can is irrelevant, because I know he can't. I know for a fact that Carnegie Mellon said, not happening. Back off. Just the truth, man. And it will set you free. And again, pie in the sky, if any politician in this town who wants to be mayor or becomes mayor comes out with a proposal to cut the fire department in half, they better be drug tested. I mean, maybe a hiring freeze, maybe when guys let it get smaller by attrition. And you could argue all day about the response of the firefighters here. By the way, they're very good at what they do. They're really, really good. The arson guys are insanely good. The firefighters are insanely trained. They respond insanely fast. They do amazing work. However, there are a lot of folks over the years who have done breakdowns. And most of the firefighters in the burg, facts, respond to about one major fire a year. And so the argument is it costs too much. And maybe it does, but I'm not the expert on that. I am an expert on angst. And if you come out and say we're cutting the firefighters in half, it's going to hit the fan. Like, you want to talk about fire. One thing about that union, they are organized. Woo! So, and I love Jim Motznick, and I know what he's saying, but I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, so we got to get this moron. He lives in Patrick's neighborhood, and I think he won't tell me, but I think it's one of Patrick's boys. You know, if I have boys, I think in kind of a weird kind of way, because Patrick's wife travels, so he's alone a lot at night. I think this guy is part of some sort of weird club that Patrick has. Patrick, admit it. This guy's in your neighborhood, right?
Oh, he's definitely in my neighborhood, but he ain't one of my boys. And he is angry.
My man is so angry. And we're running the video right now on the stream. And I can't imagine. When did he do the spitting routine, this idiot? When did he do this?
I don't have a date on
It's
that
pretty
one, but
recent.
that one's more recent.
But the moron is obviously a psychotic Democrat who can't wrap his arms around the fact that Trump won. And I can't play the actual sound because there's so much vulgarity in it. But Patrick edited it for us. Hold on. And you'll kind of get the point. He was driving around in Aspinwall, Patrick's neighborhood. And if you have a Trump flag or... My man must be on meds or something, but he drives clearly. You can see him. He gets out of a car. He beats up a flag in front of some poor person's house that had a Trump flag and loses his SHI blank. Listen to him. Listen.
You're a bunch of fucking treasonous cunts. You're a fucking treasonous cunt. It's fucking shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's still going. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, man. Dump that, please. Come on, man. We apologize if that last got out in the stream, but I dumped the rest of it. But we had it edited. You dumped it? Good. In essence, this guy goes absolutely berserk. Pulls up in front of homes that have Trump flags or Trump signs, and the cops want to find him. Play the video again, not the sound, please, Patrick. And people are trying to find this guy because he's committing crimes. He's scaring people. He's harassing people. And at the end of the day, he needs to be caught. And they're looking for him. Western Pennsylvania police departments are trying to find this guy. They ran him through facial identification without results. They checked out cameras without results. But I'm showing him on the stream right now very clearly. And he's got some issues. Hey, man, it's one thing to disagree with the outcome of an election, and that's fine. But when you're driving around threatening innocent folks who are doing nothing but hanging a sign, and if you're watching the stream right now and you recognize the guy, he appears full camera. He's giving them the finger, he's hitting their flag, he's flailing his arms and dropping all sorts of F-bombs. If you know this guy and you see him on the stream, we'll also leave him up for a minute. Please notify the Aspenwall Police Department through 911 if you know him. Which leads me to this poll, which is fascinating. And I'm going to ask you this question as we go to break. I want to pull up this number because it actually kind of blew me away. I mean it, though, by the way. If you know him, he's right up on screen. It's frozen. Call the Aspenwall Police Department or 911. So, as we go to break, think about this. The Democratic parties, that guy's a Democrat, obviously. The Democratic Party's favorability rating right now, stands at 29%. 29%. A record low dating back to when polling started in 1992. A record low. Drop of more than 20 points since January 2021 when Trump exited after his first term. The Republican Party's current standing is almost 40%. 29% approval of the Democratic Party right now. As we go to break. Right now, do you approve of the Democratic Party as it stands? I'd love to hear from Democrats. 866-391-1020. 29% approval rate, the lowest ever. 866-391-1020. Do you approve of the Democratic Party as it stands? From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, Pop-Up Bowser, Ellen Gamble. What's up?
All right, thanks, Marty. Southbound 28 continues to have slowdowns through the Etna bypass because of a lane restriction. You'll need to get into the right lane to get past that. It's as you approach the Millvale interchange. Leave extra time there. A big reminder as you head toward the afternoon commute, the outbound lanes of the 279 portion of the HOV lanes will be open for you for the first time this evening. And there will also be a lifting of the restriction of 2+ people in the car. And that will be until further notice. Again, the 579 portion of the HOV lanes not available to you. Those are closed indefinitely because of a deteriorating support pier, but you will be able to hop onto the HOV lanes from the North Shore, and you'll be able to exit northbound at McKnight Road, the Perrysville Park and Ride, or northbound I-279 near the Perrysville Avenue interchange. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
Feel like everything's clouded by doubt? Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com. Our psychics are available to talk 24/7, and we guarantee if it's not life-changing, it's free. Experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
I love this song! I love nachos.
Loving everything? You might be buzzed.
You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzz warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-488-1329. That's 800-488-1329.
Look, Julian Gray and I became good friends when my parents passed. And in those difficult times, I'll tell you what he did. He got us through it. Seriously, with estate planning, unbelievable. With managing the taxes, unbelievable. With a will, unbelievable. This is what they do, folks. They're certified elder law attorneys, and they are committed to helping you with legal issues and protecting your family. Julian Gray is the best I've ever known. I have gone in his office in a frenzy, worried about taxes, about the estate, about how to manage money, about how to manage my future. And Julian Gray and his people answer those questions. They're the best going. GrayOuterLaw.com, GrayOuterLaw.com, 412-458-6000, 412-458-6000.
It's freezing, but C. Harper has some sizzling news for you. Warm up your ride with C. Harper Cadillac. For more information, stop by their dealership in Bell Vernon or visit them online at charpercadillac.com. C. Harper Cadillac, the best price every time, all the time.
Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. Tax season is here. What a better way to reinvest in your home than brand new windows from Universal Windows Direct. Check this out. Tax time sale. Buy 2, get 2 free. Buy 4, get 4 free. And finance now, no interest until 2030. 412-545-6003. Amazing windows, amazing sale, amazing service. 412-545-6003.
Isley's is honored to partner with the Greater Pittsburgh Food Bank as the two come together to support Feed the Need. For generations, Isley's has been known for quality products you have come to love, including local favorites like chipped ham, barbecue sauce, and old-fashioned ice cream, found at your neighborhood grocery store. They continue to build on that legacy by offering a new taste of history with Boulevard Coffee. Isley's requests that you consider joining them and the Greater Pittsburgh Food Bank in raising much-needed funds for our neighbors in need.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. Grove City College has tapped one of its own to serve as its 10th president, according to an announcement from the Christian Liberal Arts School, located about 60 miles north of Pittsburgh. Bradley J. Lingo, a 2000 GCC graduate and the current dean of Regent University School of Law, will assume presidential duties this summer and be officially installed during the 2025-2026 school year. Also, a Westmoreland County company known for its products and an appearance on Shark Tank has been acquired. Flex Screen, based in Export, was sold last month to Right Screen Company in Elizabethville. Financial terms weren't disclosed. Right Screen is a business of 7 Point Equity Partners, which acquired it in 2014. Flex Screen, which was founded in 2013, makes flexible window screens for the home based on a patent and development by Joe Altieri that was featured on the ABC TV show Shark Tank in season 11. Right Screen, founded in 1947, is a manufacturer of window and door screens, and it said Flex Screen's reach will now be national, given Right Screen's market share. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to pittsburghbusinesstimes.com. I'm Mike Larson.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I posted that video of that guy screaming on my Facebook stream on Get Marty page on both that and X. It's vulgar as hell. I put a warning at the top. I would hope somebody would identify him and the cops. I don't know what you charge him with, harassment. I have no idea, but he needs help. What annoys me is these people that blame the media is to blame for the severe Trump derangement syndrome these people have. No. I smell a future, Nate, you don't know squat about law. I smell a future class action lawsuit on the horizon. What would that be, sir? They need to be held accountable for misleading the public. Who would that be, sir? Goofball. Who the hell would you sue? I was misled by Fox. Yeah, CNN wasn't right. I'm suing. Go away. Shoe fly. Act like a big boy. That idiot driving around neighborhoods threatening people with Trump signs is not the fault of the media. He was not raised right. He's got drug, alcohol, or mental health issues and needs to get a life. It's insane is what's wrong. He needs to be taken off the streets. And then there's the people who say, better not come to my house. I'll take care of him. What would that mean, sir? What is your plan? To shoot him? Here's a great plan. That's the redneck approach. Yeah, I'll shoot him. Better not come to my door. Those are the men that irritate me most. I'm ready for him. What is it you're ready for there, Joj? I'm going to kick his ass. Good for you, big guy. The whole macho thing bugs me to no end. I'll get him. I'll show him. What is it you're going to show him? You're going to pull a shotgun on him? What are you going to do? He's a jerk. He's a goof. Tammy's right. So I can't fly a veteran flag, no gay pride flag, no flag that says Harley, no Trump flag. It's actually true. You can't fly a rainbow flag. You can't do squat without some idiot having a problem with your life. Why can't the idiots just go home and watch Captain Kangaroo and sit in their underwear in their mom's basement? Why? Why can't they just go to the gun range and practice? Why can't they just sit at the bar like they do in the movies and Barfly? You really can't have an opinion anymore, can you? I have no problem. You want to paint your house Trump? Knock yourself out, man. I have never in my life been offended by... No, I take that back. There's a guy in the North Hills who knows all about freedom of speech and has obnoxious, obscene signs in front of his house that are vile and derogatory, and there are a lot of them. And he needed me for something. This is a true story. He needed me to help him, and I cut a deal with him because the neighbors were incensed because these disgusting billboard-sized crap with FU and, I mean, bad. But my man knew his rights, and he won in court like 15 times. But this was his big stand in life. I'm the guy with the vulgar signs. Good for you. I bet your parents are proud. If you've got someone in your life that is triggered by a Trump flag, you got to do one or two things. Get that someone in your life help. I'm serious. Or get that someone in your life out of your life. I tell my kids this stuff. If you see a problem, big problem, like this person in your life that's that angry over a friggin' Trump flag, you can address the problem, which I would suggest, right? You can ignore the problem, which I wouldn't suggest. But if you address the problem and it isn't fixed, you need to move on. You can never accept the problem, because if you do, that's what you have to decide to live with. I don't give a damn about what friggin' flag you have in front of your house. I don't care if it's purple, green, blue, yellow, or red. Not my business. And if someone in your life is going off like this over a Trump flag, they need counseling, rehab, Jesus, or all the above. Just saying.
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas. The perfect place for mom.
You know what I love? The punchki. Oakmont Bakery's punchkis. Delicious. Strawberry cream, cherry, raspberry, blueberry, Pittsburgh cream, Oakmont cream, lemon, maple bacon, cookies and cream, apple cinnamon, peanut butter. The punchki rocks. You got to try the punchki at Oakmont Bakery. Handmade, homemade, unbelievable treat at Oakmont Bakery right now. You know what I say about punchki? They're delicious. Oakmont Bakery rocks.
Window Nation customers have been singing our praises for years. With fast, local service and an industry-leading 96% customer satisfaction rating, it's no wonder.
I researched window companies for the last year to see what the average prices were and the quality of work. Window Nation nailed both.
Get 2 windows free with every 2 you buy. Pay no interest for 2 full years. Hurry, this offer ends soon. Schedule a free estimate now. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com. That's 866-90-NATION.
Welcome to Staples.
I hear Staples prints it all for any business?
You bet, and we'll beat any print quote.
So if I had a pizza place...
Staples can print signs, menus, pizza boxes.
A landscaping business?
Oh, we can print yard signs, T-shirts, brochures.
How about a pizza/landscaping business? I'll call it Dough and Mo.
I like it.
Right now at Staples, get up to $250 off your print purchase. Ends 4/5, exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for offer details. Price match guarantee valid in store and staples.com/print. Visit staples.com/price match for details.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Build month.
2D Mechanical Systems, Pittsburgh's HVAC, plumbing, and electric leaders, is a family business that I truly admire. 2D culture is built on ethics, service, and making a difference in our community. 2D Mechanical Systems. They're the people you want working in your home.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
News, weather, traffic, and business every day. Hear it on News Radio KDKA.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
52 and mostly sunny skies at 12 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. President Trump is on a high-stakes phone call with Russian President Putin. A Deputy Chief of Staff Dan Scavino posted on X saying the call is going well. President Trump is trying to persuade the Russian leader to sign off on a 30-day ceasefire. Last week, Ukrainian officials agreed to the proposal during talks in Saudi Arabia. But President Zelensky is skeptical Putin is ready for peace. A 23-year-old woman is dead and another has injuries following a single vehicle crash in Fayette County early this morning. This accident happened around 1:30 a.m. on Route 40 near the Quickfill station in Manallen Township. The car was heavily damaged after colliding with a utility pole. Madison Porfilio died at the scene, and the person with injuries was taken to a hospital. Condition unknown. A criminal defense expert thinks the reason the parents of missing Pitt student Sudiksha Kananki want authorities to declare her dead is part of a legal strategy.
All of this time, energy on a search and rescue, they want it converted to purely a homicide investigation.
Attorney Phil DeLaSanti told KDKA Radio's Marty Griffin the parents may want law enforcement efforts shifted before any suspect or suspects can leave the Dominican Republic. A series of bills to make the Affordable Care Act part of state law are advancing in Harrisburg. KDKA Radio's David Ballarado has that story.
Democrats crafted the bills fearing the federal government may repeal parts of Obamacare. One would allow parents to keep their adult children on their coverage until the age of 26. Another would bar insurers from excluding people with pre-existing conditions from getting coverage. The third, sponsored by Dan Frankel of Squirrel Hill, would prevent insurers from putting a lifetime cap on benefits, and the final bill would protect access to preventive care. The measures cleared the House Insurance Committee on Monday and now moved to the full House for consideration. David Ballarado, News Radio, KDKA.
Walnut Grill's Fox Chapel location is closed after nearly 2 decades in business. The restaurant on Freeport Road was shut down over the weekend. Earlier this month, the eatery was hit with a consumer alert after an inspection revealed several dead mice. Walnut Grill gift cards and loyalty points will be accepted at locations in Wexford, Robinson, and Washington. Gus and Yaya's Ice Ball Cart has generations of fans in the Pittsburgh area, but on social media it has one real Facebook account and one phony account causing grief. KDKA TV's Megan Schiller told the Big K Morning Show the bogus account has been spreading misinformation.
And he was worried because they posted Sunday night that they were opening yesterday. As we all know, it was freezing.
Mm-hmm.
He was worried people would go out there just to show support. So he's hoping if enough people can report the page as spreading false information, Facebook would maybe do something about it.
She tried to reach out to the administrators of the fake site, and none of them are located in the Pittsburgh area. The real Facebook account, by the way, is called Gus and Yaya's Official. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 356 points at 41,486. The NASDAQ down 310 points, and the S&P is down 70. KDKA Sports, the NHL says the Penguins will play the Predators in Sweden next season. 2 games are scheduled in Stockholm on November 14th and 16th as part of the league's Global Series. Pirates-Phillies this afternoon at Lecom Park. Tonight, the Penguins host the Islanders, and St. Francis plays Alabama State in a first 4 game to qualify for the NCAA tournament. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. For your home's windows, siding, doors, and bed, trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 12:03. Time to call Coit at 1-800-FOR-COIT for huge spring home cleaning savings. Call Coit today and save 40% off all Coit cleaning services. Skies are sunny. It's fair and 52 in Pittsburgh. AccuWeather's forecast is next.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Is your roof ready for the next storm, or is it hiding damage you can't see? At Home Genius Exteriors, we believe a great roof starts with premium, durable roofing materials, expert craftsmanship and installation, peace of mind with worry-free warranties, and affordable financing options. Don't wait till it's too late. Call Home Genius Exteriors at 855-UR-GENIUS to schedule your free roof and attic inspection today. That's 855, the letter U, the letter R, Genius. Home Genius Exteriors, the genius choice in roofing.
Welcome to AT&T. How can I help?
Hey, I thought I could trust my twins with my phone, but they outnumber me, man.
Whoa, that's a lot of glitter paint. Let's trade
lives.
At AT&T, everyone can trade in an old or glittered iPhone. Any year, any condition, and save on a new iPhone. Ask how to get iPhone 16 Pro on us. New and existing customers. Savings vary by device and trade-in combinations. Restrictions apply. See att.com for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Progressive knows when you own a boat or RV, it's like you're automatically on vacation, even if you're actually a marriage counselor in the middle of couples therapy. But in your mind, you're camping in Acadia, puttering around Frenchman Bay. Your boat and RV are both protected. Your lobster drenched in butter and... Uh-oh, did your clients just notice you weren't listening? Quick, do the thing where you just repeat back exactly what they said, but as a question. They bought it. Now back to Maine, earning an automatic discount bundling your boat or RV with your home or auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations. The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be sunny and turn much warmer. The high 68, clear to partly cloudy tonight, though 50. For tomorrow, intervals of clouds and sunshine, breezy and unseasonably warm in the afternoon with a high of 79. The record is 78, set in 1898. For AccuWeather, I'm Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
March is full of lucky days here at Jim Sharkey Kia in North Huntington. New all-wheel drive 2025 Kia Sportage LX. Lease for $168 a month for 24 months with $29.95 due at signing. Or finance it at a low 1.9% APR for 60 months. A 500 vehicle selection plus 3 years of prepaid maintenance, a 10-year 100,000-mile limited warranty, and $500 more for your trade. You can't get much luckier than that. PA's #1 volume Kia dealer, JimShorkeyKia.com. Call 1-855-410-4996 for complete details on all offers and terms.
Imagine all the things you dream of under one roof. You're thinking of eBay. Fashion, collectibles, car parts, it's all there. Go find the thing that keeps you up at night. eBay, things people love.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
If you look at Pittsburgh, and you're a developer, and I have friends that are both big-time developers, i.e. the one at Capital guys. I have high school friends that are small-time developers, meaning, you know, they have $20 to $30 million worth of property in Pittsburgh, and they've been flipping houses since they were 18 years old. And I have friends that are like mid-range developers doing projects in Oakland that are 6-8 units at a time. And they all say the same thing. And I mean this. Trying to get something done in Pittsburgh sucks. Permitting, demolition, any of it. We went at this with the mayor. 12,000 abandoned properties the city owns. They're the largest slumlord in town. They go after people for cracked sidewalks and weeds, and they have the most anywhere. And then my boys that have these properties and will try to buy a property to flip it. Takes 2 or 3 years just to get the permits. And the city has no clue how any of this is managed. Add to that this amazing piece that my boy Andy Sheehan did last night makes this quagmire even more despicable. Listen to the Sheehan piece. Listen.
Susan Monteverdi inherited this derelict building from her late father. But no sooner did she get ownership than the city condemned it, ordering her to tear it down. She wants to. Problem now is the city won't let her. The city won't give you a demolition permit.
No, they won't.
Back in October, Monteverdi applied to the city for a demolition permit and paid a demolition company $13,000, half the cost to take the building down. But the city won't give her the go-ahead. And adding insult to injury, the same city keeps issuing her citations for building and fire code violations that a demolition would remedy.
The squatters keep breaking in, starting fires, and I keep getting violations. Things can fall off here. Look, you can see it's like caving in.
It's been condemned.
Yeah.
Monteverdi is not alone. She's one of a half-dozen building owners on 5th Avenue in Uptown in the same predicament. Orbital Engineering owns this condemned building with a crack running up the facade. Despite fears it will fall on their employees' cars, Orbital has been trying unsuccessfully for more than a year to get a demolition permit. Turns out the city has been honoring the wishes of community groups. They've been trying to get it demolished for a year.
Yes.
And you've stood in the way.
Yes, I have formally opposed that because I believe that this can be salvaged.
The 5th Avenue corridor has a special zoning designation requiring community review of all new development. And the community development group Uptown Partners has opposed several demolitions. Director Brittany McDonald saying they're sick of buildings being taken down for surface parking for PPG Paint's arena. Without their approval, the city has delayed issuing permits, even to buildings in dire shape like this one.
We've seen buildings in way worse shape
than that?
Yes. Be able to be redeveloped.
I don't know about that.
At the end of the day, what we don't want is another parking lot or an extension of a parking lot.
But condemnation means the buildings are a nuisance and a public danger. By not issuing permits, owners say the city is putting the public at risk.
All right, that's great stuff. And annoying as hell. And my boy Sheehan breaking another one. It's actually fascinating. And it's annoying. And it's frustrating, and I've got Sheehan on the phone. This is unbelievable stuff, brother. So damn frustrating, isn't it, Andy?
Funny if it wasn't so frustrating.
True,
I mean, it's just kind of crazy, you know. These buildings, if you go look at them, you know, they had a big collapse in Uptown. Do you remember?
Yep.
Just 8 months ago. Yep. And you know, putting other businesses out of work, and luckily no one was killed. But they've condemned these buildings, which to me means if they're condemned, you know, you can't fix them up anymore.
No.
The city, in a statement yesterday, said, no, you know, that's not true. You can rehab some of them, but there's one that it's next to Orbital Engineering up there. It's got a crack running through the entire, I mean, a gaping crack.
Horrible. And
so, you know, this is like some sort of special zone that needs community review. The development, they get condemned. They got to go in front of 5 different community groups. And they say, well, we want this, we want that. Well, you know, look, we got to take this thing down. And, you know, while the city won't issue this demolition permit, they continue to cite the building owners for violations. Yeah, it's incredible.
It's unbelievable. That poor woman, Andy, what the hell is she supposed to do? Does she pay this crap?
They condemn the building. Yeah. Okay, good. We got squatters going in. The neighbors say that, you know, these guys are yelling, "Hey, you're doing that story down there. They got rats all over that building. Get that out of here!" Right? The community was saying, "Get that thing out of here." And so she applies. Okay, you condemn me. Okay, yeah, let's get it down. Right. She hires the demo company, pays them half, $13K, to do it, and you know, she can't. She's been in front of 3 meetings already. What do you want to do? Well, I'm talking to this developer. Not that they can require, you know, a developer to come in. I mean, you know, it's their property. It's condemned. You telling us it got to come down. We're trying to do that. So anyway, it's just kind of nutty. And you know, Oscar Pettit, the district judge, he throws them out. He throws out these violations. So,
but hold on, though, Andy. How do they explain this, though, man? That they keep going after this woman even though her property's condemned. How do they explain that? Huh?
I just get a statement. We'll take every pain. You know, if somebody's you know has hired has applied for a permit, you know, we'll try not to cite them. You know, the fire bureau cites them. You know, different bureaus are getting cited, not building inspections, right?
And so it goes, right? The frustration with trying to do business in the city of Pittsburgh, right?
Well, that same neighborhood group, remember there's this house up there. These people want to put in this Florida, Texas. They want to put in a $100 million housing project. It's been delayed for 5 years. They want to save this. They now have saved this bootlegger's house as historic. So they've carved out the house. It's called the Tito House.
I saw it.
I mean, it looks like it's gonna. I mean, I don't.
Like it's gonna fall over. Yeah.
It looks like that.
But they saved it.
Okay, now, so the developer buys the house. We're giving it to the community groups. You carve it out. We're trying to get moving. We're going to try to build this thing now. So, yeah, it's part of the whole why we're in the state we're in.
Along with, as you've reported before, 12,000 properties the city owns that are all despicable, right?
Right. So, you know, the city isn't complying with its own. I mean, it doesn't have the money. I mean, these properties fall to the city when people walk away from them. So it's not like the city went out and got these properties. You know, they got a terrible problem. But why they're standing in the way of, you know, they need to demolish those properties. And they need to, you know, allow people to demolish their own.
But, and as you know, because you know this thing, I have friends that try and buy those properties. It takes 3 years to get the damn permits, for one.
That's right.
Sick.
That's right. And, yeah, it's
hey, before I let you go, man, I got to ask you about Montview Heights, because I talked to some of the DA's office people on that, and you've exposed a lot of the filth and disgust. The DA's investigators say in their careers, They have never seen anything so vile and despicable as these apartments. Is that accurate?
Grotesque.
Grotesque, I heard. I heard a girl fell through the floor. It was so rotted.
Yeah, no, it's awful. I mean, you see raw sewage coming out of houses for some reason. You know, I mean, it's just, you know, people ought not have to live in this. And this is, you know, I guess we were going to talk about these hedge funds and private equity firms. They buy up all the single family houses. They bought up like 1,500 single family houses in Allegheny County and turning them into rental units and not doing any maintenance and not paying taxes and, you know, doing cursory repairs. And, you know, the same thing is true with these public housing
You're right.
developments. These hedge funds and private equity people buying up public housing, and they get all the HUD money and subsidies and don't do anything with them. And there's no maintenance. And, you know, and so people go to look at who owns it. Well, it's like these three clowns in Brooklyn.
I talked to Zappala's people. You got to commend Zappala, as much as I can't find him, that he has investigators said, to hell with this. We're going to send these people to jail. And that's where they need to go, because this is despicable. I mean, it's gross.
Well, that's right. No, they took the money.
Wow.
They got the money from HUD, and they took the money, and that's what they're accused of. And you know, whether that's true or not, you know, you can see that, you know, not a finger's being lifted over in Longview Heights to fix anything over there.
And to your point, Sheehan, they also say this, that if these poor folks call HUD to complain or call to have a repair made, no one ever answers it. And the owners are never punished, ever.
Right.
Ever.
Right. There's no security over there. You know, the security guys, you know, they didn't pay the security people.
And we treat our dogs better in animal shelters, do we not, sir?
Absolutely.
We do, my man. I love your reporting. As you know, you're my boy, Shane. It's amazing stuff, and it's very compelling, and it's tragic as hell. Thanks, my man.
Thanks, Marty. Take care.
He is the absolute best. The Montview Heights thing sickens me, actually. Human beings treated like animals. It always confounds me that when we find a house that has pets in it, that we freak out that someone abused these pets, yet we have people being treated like animals in an apartment complex in this town, and no one seems to really care except Steve Zappala's people, which I respect and admire.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
My friends at NASCO, I love NASCO Roofing. They take pride in exceeding thousands of customers' expectation. Great roofing, great service. Janet from Pittsburgh was pleased with how quickly NASCO did her job. She loves NASCO's professional courtesy and the price. Roofs are all NASCO does. Thousands of customers like Janet. Let them satisfy your next roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day and special financing. NASCO.
This is Stephen Barry Ehrenrich, and we have a special invitation for you from Petite Kitchen and Bath Design Center.
You've got to see what we've done. We have several new displays and changes that give you even more affordable quality options than before.
In the Petite showroom, you'll see the new materials and great ways to use them to create the kitchen or bathroom of your dreams.
No matter what your style, our designs range from the traditional to the very contemporary and everything in between.
Great new designs and ideas that will fit your taste, your lifestyle, and your pocketbook.
If you've been here before, you really need to come in and see what's new. Or call today at 412-279-2222. That's 412-279-2222 for an in-home appointment.
If you've never been to Petite, please accept our invitation and come visit our showroom.
Haven't you waited long enough?
PA 625.
My friends at NASCO, I love NASCO Roofing. They take pride in exceeding thousands of customers' expectation. Great roofing, great service. Janet from Pittsburgh was pleased with how quickly NASCO did her job. She loves NASCO's professional courtesy and the price. Roofs are all NASCO does. Thousands of customers like Janet. Let them satisfy your next Roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000. 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day and special financing. NASCO.
For all station contest rules, go to kdkaradio.com/rules.
UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information. Amazing.
The 50,000-watt voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Most of you don't even know what Montview Heights is or where it is. I've talked. The poorest of the poor, and they're treated like garbage. And I have sources in the DA's office who are on this case, and they have. I got to give Zappala respect and love. He hired actuarials and who are gurus at digging financials. No one would touch this case. No one. And it goes back to HUD and their indignance and indifference. Seriously, their apathy. Folks would call and complain to HUD. 3 years later, nothing. And I mean nothing. It's a horror show. Fecal matter, toilets running, literally turds in the streets. I mean, literally. And one of my boys who's on this case said, think about your daughters in an apartment. Whether you want to judge people is your friggin' business. Your daughter's in an apartment. You're trying to raise your daughter. And the apartment is so vile that she falls through the floor. And that's what happened at Montview Heights. I know one of the players, one of the big shot lawyers handling the criminal case. And again, I admire and respect Zappala for finally snatching these clowns and charging them criminally. And as Sheehan said, they're out of New York. They're trying to come up with $1 million to do quote unquote improvements to kind of not go to jail over this. Ladies and gentlemen, I was born at night, but not last night. I was born on a Tuesday, but not this Tuesday. It's going to take $20 million, maybe $50 million to buy the way out of this one because it's horrible. When it's so bad that you've committed a crime, when it's so bad that the feds don't care, and because of the poorest of the poor, nobody gives a damn. Let me tell you this, and I've said it 100 times. If I took hidden cameras and went into an animal shelter and showed you dogs living in this condition, you'd be out there raising Cain, demanding justice. But because they're poor families, they deserve that. My brother Anthony, what's up?
You know, hearing that story that Andy Sheehan brought out about this Uptown Partners group and Brittany McDonald. I mean, so they are experts. I mean, she can tell Mr. Sheehan that under her estimation that it could be salvaged.
Right.
Then you buy the building and you salvage it.
Right on, sister.
How are they
right
gonna
on,
hold
brother.
A private business from tearing down their own building? It's absurd.
It's absurd.
But yes, but listen, this plays right into what happened in Homewood 3 years ago. You remember that case where a guy he wanted to put in tool and die in an old Coliseum.
Yes.
And he got so frustrated they wouldn't let another community group upset him. He moved to Westmoreland County because they gave him a great deal to move there. And so that Homewood corridor, which is a disaster, could have been rehabbed. But here we go, community group again interfered to a $2 million project. It's an absurdity.
How about this? How about they're preserving this bootlegger's house that's about to fall in as a historic monument?
They're doing the same thing.
Come on, man.
To Woogie Harris's house on Apple Street. There was an old opera house that he bought. He was a bootlegger too.
Right.
Mr. Woogie Harris. He was a numbers writer. But the place is falling apart.
Saw it.
So when you make these proclamations, you have to have money.
Right.
Right. You just can't, out of a whim, say it could be preserved.
Right.
And you don't have any back. Well, I mean, you know what, Marty? This is why you don't have activists as your mayor. You don't have an activist as your state rep or in your judicial system. Because when you do, you get chaos and you get nothing done.
Hey, this Monview Heights thing, you've seen that train coming for decades.
Yeah, it's been a disaster. It's like most of those. Hopefully, the Trump administration will do something about HUD, because they've been stealing money. Like
they have.
They have. So now that's where you've got the fat in the stolen money. Let's see if Elon Musk and him take care of HUD.
To imagine that it got so bad that a little girl fell through a floor. And Anthony, my man, you know this to be true. If that was an animal shelter, and I had video of a puppy falling through a floor, people would go berserk.
Yeah, I've seen something even worse than that, man. There was one in Rankin. I remember a friend of mine I used to take him home from work, and he had raccoons in the ceiling. And it was another housing project. I mean, raccoons in his ceiling. He was afraid that they were going to gnaw through and attack his child.
Government
eventually tore it down, though.
For the most part, government sucks.
Oh, it does. It does. It's a bureaucracy that, that's where Trump and them really need some reforms, because they have been stealing money.
They have.
And with no accountability. You can't, in this life, Marty, you can't have things without accountability.
You can't,
You have to have accountability, brother.
Thanks, my man.
Thank you, man.
To imagine a little girl falling through the floor, if that was your child. But if I had a puppy falling through a floor at an animal shelter, you folks would go nuts.
Seems everything costs more these days. Gas, groceries, and when's the last time you checked your wireless bill? Yikes. When it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Here's how to get the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Plans start at just $20 a month, and that's not a short-term promo. Our U.S.-based experts will get you switched and saving in about 20 minutes. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com and start saving today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, just $189.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Sunday mornings at 6 a.m. on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA, it's Tech Vibe Radio. Join hosts Audrey Russo and Jonathan Kirsting from the Pittsburgh Technology Council's Huntington Bank Studios as they bring you a front row seat to Pittsburgh's tech sector.
Hi, this is Les Botkin of Botkin Family Wealth Management. There are times in life that stick with you. For me, it was 1973. I was newly married and had started my first job as an assistant golf pro at Butler Country Club. I remember driving down Route 8, seeing signs that said cars with odd numbered plates could buy $5 of gas. Cars got about 12 miles a gallon, so $5 didn't go far. Odd and even license numbers took turns, if the gas station even had fuel. Those were bleak days. It looked like things would never get better. The Dow was 924 that year, and few people thought it would go higher. Today, it's over 40,000. My most important job as a financial advisor is to help you keep perspective and optimism. Bad markets come and go, but the great companies of the world continue to march forward. In difficult times, it's natural to worry, but you need a partner to help you avoid making emotional decisions about your money. We're a family team of certified financial planners. Learn more at botkinfamilywealth.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Sunny and 57 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 12:30. I'm Paul Alexander. Active unions announced their endorsement for Mayor Ed Gainey at Mellon Square Park today. His radio KDK's Tamara Rush was there and has the details.
Workers from Local 32BJ, SCIU Healthcare Pennsylvania, United Food and Commercial Workers, the Pittsburgh Federation of Teachers, and others say Gainey has carried out his vision for lifting up wages and good jobs. Rick Schiavone with the USW says he believes Mayor Gainey is the best choice in the May primary.
While many newly elected mayors might have chosen not to rock the boat with their city's largest employers,
Mayor Gainey wasn't afraid to put working people as a top priority. He locked arms with us as we supported thousands of workers in their historic elections at the University of Pittsburgh to become USW members.
Union members pointed to Gainey's track record of standing up for working families and deeply held progressive values. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
The parents of a Pitt student missing in the Dominican Republic want her to be declared dead. But why, since her body hasn't been found? News Radio KDKA's Paul Rasmussen has the story.
A criminal defense expert thinks the request from Sudiksha Kananki's father and mother is a strategic legal move.
They want the full investigation to be turned into a homicide investigation.
Attorney Phil DiLucetti told KDKA Radio's Marty Griffin while Joshua Ribby has not been named a suspect in Kananki's disappearance, officials did decide to seize his passport last weekend.
And they're putting pressure on law enforcement, quite frankly. They're saying, we want somebody charged. We don't want another Vandersloop in Aruba with Natalie Holloway.
DiLucetti said the parents may want law enforcement resources and capital directed entirely towards a criminal investigation. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio KDKA.
Just how close is Pennsylvania to allowing adult use cannabis for recreation here in our state?
We're going to be putting out a Democratic proposal in the next few weeks.
That's State Representative Dan Frankel representing the 23rd District. He tells the Big K Morning Show that Pennsylvania is missing out on significant revenue.
Well, we got Ohio, New York, Maryland. So we are literally surrounded by states that have legal adult use cannabis.
He said he also wants to make sure that there are regulations in place to monitor the sales of recreational marijuana. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 288 points, the Nasdaq down 254, the S&P 500 is down 54 points. KDKA Radio News Time is 12:32. Our next update at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
People often ask us, what's the most important part of running a successful business? And our answer is family.
Hi, John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window company for over 45 years.
When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you're not just a customer. We treat you like family. We take the time to understand your needs and help you find the perfect windows for you and your home, like our exclusive Infinity from Marvin 100% fiberglass windows.
They're the strongest, longest-lasting, best insulating windows you can buy. They're way better than vinyl.
We're passionate about enhancing the beauty and efficiency of Pittsburgh homes using the top-of-the-line replacement windows. And right now, you can save 30% plus get no-interest financing on every window and door product we offer.
Join our family of satisfied customers.
Visit us on the web at metropolitanwindows.com.
Or give us a call at 412-655-8411. PA 1565.
Attention! Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-885-1010. 800-885-1010. Again, that's 800-885-1010.
Asbestos-related deaths in Allegheny County are 50 to 100% higher than the national average. In a city defined by its history with steel making, many local area tradesmen and steel workers were exposed to asbestos on the job and are now suffering from lung cancer or mesothelioma. If you have been diagnosed with lung cancer or mesothelioma, you may be entitled to compensation, even if you smoked. For a free consultation, contact the Pittsburgh-based law firm Goldberg, Persky & White at 1-800-COMPLEX or online at gpwlaw.com.
Luck is on your side at Bowser Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Find your perfect Subaru at Bowser today. Get 3.9% for 48 months on an all-new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek or lease a 2025 Crosstrek Premium. Then SH22 4675 for just $279 a month. 36-month lease with $3,599 due at signing. Don't wait. Visit Bowser Subaru today and take advantage of this limited time offer. MSRP $29,463, 10,000 miles per year. Dealer doc fee of $477 applies. No security deposit required. With credit approval and financing through SMFL. See Bowser Subaru for complete details. Offer ends March 31st. BowserSubaru.com. Bowser Subaru, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
At AHN Sports Medicine, we know ballers. Baseballers, basketballers, footballers, pickleballers, even bocce ballers. We also know that no two ballers are alike, which is why at AHN Sports Medicine, we use the latest research, equipment, and technologies to build your personalized plan. No matter how hard you want to ball, we see you. Call 412 Doctors to get expert care from AHN.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be gorgeous with sunshine as it turns much warmer, the high 68, then clear to partly cloudy skies tonight, though 50. Tomorrow, times of sun and clouds, breezy and even warmer in the afternoon, the high 79. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
When you buy appliances, they break. It's just the truth. Check this out. Voss TV and Appliance, they have their own crews, their own folks, techs that fix this stuff, and they're magnificent. Here's the other thing about Voss. Our dishwasher broke. They got a new dishwasher in our house within a week and a half. In this marketplace, in crazy weather, during crazy times. Voss TV and Appliance, 412-650-VOSS, 412-650-VOSS.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, here we go. It's a Tuesday, inching through the week. Excited about it. Colin Dunlap 2 to 6 today, right here, KDK.
I'm going to preface this by saying I really don't care about basketball. I really don't care about the NCAA tournament. I don't bet. I just don't. I don't like basketball that much. Fine. At least I'm honest. Not disparaging anyone who does. Okay? Next, I want to read this. This is a fact. These are not disputable facts. This in a big survey just finished by Wallet Hub. Okay? They did a survey on economies in America. They ranked every state. All right? All right. To determine who is struggling or thriving. Wallet Hub survey found that West Virginia has the worst economy in America, behind Alaska and Louisiana. Okay? And I will continue. They have the worst poverty rate other than Mississippi. I will continue. They have the worst test scores in high schools other than Alabama and Mississippi. I will continue. Other notable West Virginia rankings include placing 50th in percentage of jobs in high-tech industries. Oops. And 48th in change in non-farm payrolls. I will continue. This is all about West Virginia. You'll get it in a second. And the basketball thing, how it ties in. The Wallet Hub study also says that West Virginia has the least startup activity, the lowest median annual household income, and the fewest independent inventor patents per 1,000 working-age people in America. How about that, West Virginia? Take me home, country road. In other words, by that standard, West Virginia sucks. They have a Republican governor, and his plan is to use Trump to reopen the coal mines. Really? Have you met many coal miners? Wow. It's a tough life. Wow. It's a dangerous life. Wow. One step up and two steps back. That being said, everything I just mentioned about West Virginia, their governor went, and I mean this, he had a meltdown. Patrick, did he not have a meltdown, sir?
Complete.
He went berserk. He went berserk over this. This is the governor of West Virginia yesterday. Consider what I just said about West Virginia. Listen.
West Virginia deserved to be in the NCAA tournament. This was a miscarriage of justice and robbery at the highest level. And I've asked Attorney General McCuskey to launch an investigation into the NCAA Tournament Selection Committee to determine if any backroom deals, corruption, bribes, or any nefarious activity occurred during the selection process. I know that the Attorney General and I are going to leave no stone unturned during this process. We need to get to the bottom of it. I think a lot of Americans count on the fact that there's transparency and that there's fairness when dealing with selection, whether you're talking about college football playoffs, remember what happened to Florida State a couple years ago, or when it comes to March Madness. Those are basic things that all Americans deserve.
Really, man? Really, man? So think about what I just said. Think about what I just said. What's happening in West Virginia? Did you hear the governor? He held a news conference with the Attorney General of West Virginia yesterday. Think about what they don't have going on. They don't have a friggin' job. There ain't nothing happening. And by the way, WVU is beyond hurting. Massive drop in funding. Massive loss in student enrollment. Massive. Had to cut programs. Admissions are way down. And the governor went berserk because that mediocre basketball team didn't get into that stupid tournament. Come on, man. This is what I can't figure out about. This is what I can't figure out about politics and politicians. Big man, play that one more time. This is the governor of West Virginia with the Attorney General beside him. Went berserk. Listen. It's unbelievable.
West Virginia deserved to be in the NCAA tournament. This was a miscarriage of justice and robbery at the highest level. And I've asked Attorney General McCuskey to launch an investigation into the NCAA Tournament Selection Committee to determine if any backroom deals, corruption, bribes, or any nefarious activity occurred during the selection process. I know that the Attorney General and I are going to leave no stone unturned during this process.
Nothing.
We need to get to the bottom of it.
Yep, to the bottom,
I think a lot of Americans count on the fact that there's transparency and that there's fairness when dealing with selection, whether you're talking about college football playoffs, remember what happened to Florida State
a
couple years ago, or when it comes to March Madness.
Come on, man.
Those are basic things that all Americans deserve.
All Americans? Really? Is that what we deserve, sir? It wasn't tongue-in-cheek. He wasn't laughing. He lost it. Now, Adam Crawley lost it over there on the Fan. I love him. My man. He's a WVU guy. God bless him. I don't like the school. I don't like Morgantown. It's a dump. I don't like the drunks at their football games. I don't like their lack of academic achievement. I don't like their academic programs. I don't like their culture. I don't like the fact that there's no hope there. They have no jobs. They have no hope. They have no economy. Horrible schools. Horrible growth. Lost more population than any other state in the country. I'm not exaggerating. And for that governor, that's as good as it gets. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Really? This is why we collectively start to tune out politicians. Because they got nothing better to do than call in the Attorney General. Wouldn't you love to hear him on the phone today? This is Attorney General Doofus from West Virginia. I need all, I'm asking for all, we want to talk to all, we want to subpoena all, hold on a second. Governor, what is it I'm looking for here, sir? I'll call you back. I'll call you back in a minute.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
I'm Carl. I'm 68 years old, and I lost 40 pounds thanks to Awaken 180 weight loss. In looking at pictures, I realized that my color wasn't good. I looked bloated, constantly tired, out of breath. It got to the point where I decided it was time to pick up the phone and call Awaken 180. The combination of the diet and the coaching really pushed me over the top. My self-confidence soared. I'm walking, I'm working out. Instead of 68, I feel like I'm 28. I just had my annual physical, and my doctor looked at my blood pressure and he said, "What did you do? What happened?" And I explained that I'm on the Awaken 180 program. I've never felt so good in my life. And as somebody that sometimes likes to take the shortcut, I didn't have to do that with this program. Awaken 180 is my solution for weight loss.
Carl's solution for weight loss, my solution for weight loss. Paul Alexander here. Lower blood pressure, increased confidence, feeling years younger. Want the same results? Then do what we did and make your own 180 at awaken180weightloss.com.
Man, my friends at Coit, welcoming spring, huge savings. I love this. Coit Clean. Get your house Coit Clean right now. Save 40% off all Coit cleaning services. Carpets, rugs, drapes, upholstery. Man, they kicked butt in my house. I mean, amazing stuff. They'll do the same in yours. Call Coit right now. Save 40% off everything. 1-800-FOR-COIT. 1-800-FOR-COIT. Get your home cleaned by the best. Pittsburgh's best. They're also hiring. Call Coit's team right now. 1-800-FOR-COIT.
Welcome to Staples.
I hear Staples prints it all for any business.
You bet, and we'll beat any print quote.
So if I had a pizza place...
Staples can print signs, menus, pizza boxes.
A landscaping business?
Oh, we can print yard signs, T-shirts, brochures.
How about a pizza/landscaping business? I'll call it Dough and Mo.
I like it.
Right now at Staples, get up to $250 off your print purchase. Ends 4/5 exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for offer details. Price match guarantee valid in store and staples.com/print. Visit staples.com/price match for details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. An important message about your timeshare from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. Contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about timeshare cancellation.
Call 800-408-4040. That's 800-408-4040.
If you ask enough people, how are you? You'll eventually get that trendy response, I'm living the dream. Well, at Petite Kitchen and Bath Design Center, we help people live their kitchen and bathroom remodeling dreams.
For almost 60 years, Petite has delivered the creative and professional services required by homeowners to help them realize their ideal bathroom or kitchen. And it all starts with a visit.
People love the experience of browsing our beautiful showroom, and they tell us that it's truly a stress-free environment. To our past customers, we sincerely thank you. To our future customers, we ask that you let us transform your vision into reality, the Petite way.
So when you tell someone you're living the dream, you really mean it. Visit us soon. We're just minutes off the Carnegie exit of the Parkway West. Call us at 412-279-2222 or see us on the web at petitekitchens.com.
Haven't you waited long enough? PA 625.
Every time I go into the offices of Physical, that's F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, in Monroeville, where I get physical therapy, to help my balance, I see a room full of patients waiting that heard how much it's helped me on this talk show. And it's so rewarding. F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, 412-457-8800. 8200, right behind the Monroeville Mall. Look, I had chemo and radiation, jacked up my balance. It doesn't anymore. Physical, F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L. It works.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Auto thefts way down last year. After 4 years in a row of surging vehicle thefts, the number of stolen cars last year plunged 17% from the year prior to just 851,000. That's according to the National Insurance Crime Bureau, which cites better security features on cars and better coordination between automakers and law enforcement. The most stolen cars, the Hyundai Elantra and the Hyundai Sonata. On Wall Street, stocks are lower today. The tech sector getting the worst of it as investors await a decision on interest rates from the Fed coming tomorrow. Right now, the Dow is down 0.2%, the S&P 1% lower, the NASDAQ down about 1.5%. Shares of Tesla lower again after rival Chinese EV maker BYD unveiled a line of vehicles that need only 5 minutes to fully recharge. And federal agencies now report so far, under President Trump, a total of nearly 25,000 probationary federal employees have been laid off, all since Inauguration Day. And it's not over yet. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
And then one more time, please. This is the governor of West Virginia losing his mind because their mediocre at best team didn't make the big tournament. Who cares? The governor does.
West Virginia deserved to be in the NCAA tournament. This was a miscarriage of justice and robbery at the highest level.
Yeah.
And I've asked Attorney General McCuskey to launch an investigation into the NCAA Tournament Selection Committee to determine if any backyard deals, backroom deals, corruption, bribes, or any nefarious activity occurred during the selection process. I know that the Attorney General and I are going to leave no stone unturned during this process. We need to get to the bottom of it. I think a lot of Americans count on the fact that there's transparency.
Absolutely.
And that there's fairness when dealing with selection, whether you're talking about college football playoffs. Remember what happened to Florida State a couple years ago?
No, I don't.
Or when it comes to March Madness. Those are basic things that all Americans deserve.
They're basic American rights. Wow. How's that Attorney General going to get that? This is the Attorney General of West Virginia. I need any evidence. Is this the NCAA? Is this NCAA? Yeah. I need any nefarious information about backroom or backyard dealings, and I need any evidence of payoffs or bribes today. Huh? Who are you again, sir? Sir, can we FedEx that to you, or are you going to come down here? I just need them. You need to send me all the evidence of bribes and backyard and or backroom dealings. Is that the same thing? At least West Virginia is booming. One of my boys, one of my favorite people, tried and true West Virginian.
Amen.
Kenny Seibert, who has not been able to sleep since WVU didn't get picked. Look, my man.
Yeah, I've had a rough time, man. I'm on a binge.
You're a family guy. You're a West Virginia guy. You love it there. However, this is flat out ignorant, is it not, sir?
It is. I mean, they're running the state like a little Trump mini area. Everything has to be on the defense. You know, they don't see the wrongdoing going on in the state. They just want to play the big boys and get nowhere fast.
But Kenny, of all the crap that you folks are trying to deal with down there, that this guy, and he's seriously hacked off too. You could tell, right?
Yeah. He's playing to his followers, playing to his mass. You know, he was the attorney general for 8 years.
Right.
This what got me was after he became governor, he starts questioning where money went that the previous governor supposedly had stocked away somewhere. And what I want to know is if he was such a great attorney general, he should have caught on to what was going on before he became governor but he just fell right into the footsteps. The Republicans are now, super majority in West Virginia. I think there's 4 or 5 Democrats in the House of Representatives down here, the legislature, and I'm not sure about the Senate, but they're overwhelmed, outnumbered by big numbers.
Maybe so, Kenny, but it seems to me that he should be focused on something other than whether or not that goofy basketball team got picked to play hoops this weekend.
I know.
Come on.
And I think every WVU fan has the same thing as you're saying as far as the people who live here. We have a lot of issues down here. Obviously, there's something wrong with this picture. You've got Ohio to the left or to the west.
Yep.
And you got Pennsylvania above us, and everybody's booming. But here we are, hoping that our population doesn't drop below 1 million for the entire state.
It's true.
I know. We keep on getting promises, but nothing's ever implemented. It's the land of misfit toys in Charleston. I'm saying.
But my man is going to get to the bottom of the backroom, backyard bribes and corruptions in the NAACP, NCAA, NYPD problems.
And that's going to take care of all the problems in the state.
What a goof. Thanks, brother.
Know. You're right. Thank you. Talk to you later.
Love him. Come on, Governor. Come on, Governor. Look, if he was kidding, I'd have thought, oh, this is cute. He wasn't kidding. He had his boy right there ready to go with subpoena. I got subpoena power. I'm calling those boys at the NCAA, NYP, and something this afternoon. And I'm demanding all evidence of bribes, ding, payoffs, ding, and corruption. And I'm getting it.
Every Tuesday morning at 7:20, listen for Inside Independence Health, a look at all things healthcare with the experts from Independence Health System. It's brought to you by Independence Health System. Expert care here.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. Tax season is here. What a better way to reinvest in your home than brand new windows from Universal Windows Direct. Check this out. Tax time sale. Buy 2, get 2 free. Buy 4, get 4 free. And finance now, no interest until 2030. 412-545-6003. Amazing windows, amazing sale, amazing service. 412-545-6003.
Oh, by the way, Ivan's no longer on the project. His wife got a new job, so they're moving across the country.
Robin's top researcher is deviating to a new market. This isn't standard.
And now we're short-staffed. Who's going to finish all these projects?
She needs a cluster of new data analysts, and there's no margin for error.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Selling your home, it's one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. You could go it alone, trying to navigate market trends, determine fair pricing, and tackle tricky negotiations on your own. You could second-guess every decision, wondering if you're doing it right. Then there's the showings, the offers, and the mountain of paperwork. Or you could work with the expertise of a realtor, here to guide and help protect as you make your next big move. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
Loyalty has its rewards at your neighborhood Par-Mar store. See for yourself. Download the Par-Mar Stores app today and find deals, coupons, and earn points to get free groceries. Dan Zangrili reminding you that if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Sunny and 59 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander. News brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. Need a new roof or just want to repair a small leak? Trust PJ.com. The parents of a Pitt student missing in the Dominican Republic want her to be declared dead. But why, since her body hasn't been found? News Radio KDK's Paul Rasmussen has the story.
A criminal defense expert thinks the request from Sudiksha Kananki's father and mother is a strategic legal move.
They want the full investigation to be turned into a homicide investigation.
Attorney Phil DiLucetti told KDKA Radio's Marty Griffin while Joshua Ribby has not been named a suspect in Konanke's disappearance, officials did decide to seize his passport last weekend.
They're putting pressure on law enforcement, quite frankly. They're saying, we want somebody charged. We don't want another Vandersloop in Aruba with Natalie Holloway.
DiLucetti said the parents may want law enforcement resources and capital directed entirely towards a criminal investigation. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio KDKA.
A 23-year-old woman is dead and another has injuries following a single-vehicle accident in Fayette County early this morning. The accident happened around 1:30 in the Route 40 area near the Quickfill station in Menallen Township. The car was heavily damaged after colliding with a utility pole. Madison Porfilio died at the scene, and the person with injuries taken to a hospital, condition unknown. Grove City College has tapped an alumnus to become the school's 10th president. Bradley Lingo, class of 2000, is currently dean of Regent University School of Law. He'll assume the presidency with the upcoming retirement of Paul McNulty, who's held the post since 2014. Gus and Yaya's Ice Ball card has generations of fans in the Pittsburgh area, but on social media, it has one real Facebook account and one fake one that's causing a lot of grief. KDKA TV's Megan Schiller told the Big K Morning Show the bogus account has been spreading misinformation.
And he was worried because they posted Sunday night that they were opening yesterday. As we all know, it was freezing.
Mm-hmm.
He was worried people would go out there just to show support. So he's hoping if enough people can report the page as spreading false information, Facebook would maybe do something about it.
She tried to reach out to the administrators of the fake site, but none of them are located in the Pittsburgh area. The real Facebook account is called Gus and Yaya's Official. After months of contentious debate, Pine Richland school directors passed the final reading of a controversial library book policy. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has the details.
The Pine Richland School Board voted 5-4 Monday night to pass a new library policy amid outcry from community members who have labeled it a book ban. Approval came despite last-ditch efforts from residents and some board members to keep the policy as it's currently written. Previously, the district formed a committee for the review of 14 books challenged by parents in 2023, many of which focused on LGBTQ characters. The policy places the final power to add or remove district library books in the hands of the school board rather than the superintendent. The policy went into effect immediately after the vote. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is down 349 points, the Nasdaq down 274. The S&P 500 is down 60. KDK Sports, Penguins at home tonight against the Islanders. Puck drop set for 7 o'clock. KDK Radio News Time 1:03. It's time to find your next Cadillac. Visit C. Harper Cadillac in Bell Vernon today to discover your next Cadillac from C. Harper. Right now it is sunny and 58 degrees in Pittsburgh. Your AccuWeather forecast is next.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. These guys are good. Before Oakmont Country Club hosts the big event in June, they need to replace their deck. My favorite family-owned construction company, CNS Cousins Construction, won the contract. 3 local guys, love them. Sam, Steve, and Calvin. If you're replacing your windows, doors, decks, everything from the top of your house to the patio, call them now. From planning, design to construction, CNS Cousins Construction are here to enhance and expand your living space. CNS Cousins Construction, 989-COUSINS, 989-COUSINS. Hey, folks, Marty here. My friend Robert Levin and his entire Levin Furniture staff and his team are celebrating Levin's 105th birthday. Check out these amazing savings. Start with 20% off, plus 60 months financing with no money down. And as a special Levin 105th birthday bonus, get a $105 Levin card when you spend $999. There's also incredible 105th birthday deals throughout the stores. Celebrate Levin's 105th at all Levin Furniture and Mattress locations.
At Giant Eagle, they've seen why Pittsburgh is called the City of Champions. Since 2020, with Odyssey and local communities, they've provided over 3.3 million meals through the Feed the Need Radiothon. This year, they're helping again. They're going to team up again with Odyssey and the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank, who've been helping those in need for over 40 years. Giant Eagle, they're proud to fight hunger in the communities we call home. Donate today at KDKA.com.
Welcome to AT&T. How can I help?
Hey, I thought I could trust my twins with my phone, but they outnumber me, man.
Whoa, that's a lot of glitter paint. Let's trade
lives.
At AT&T, everyone can trade in an old or glittered iPhone any year, any condition, and save on a new iPhone. Ask how to get iPhone 16 Pro on us. New and existing customers. Savings vary by device and trade-in combinations. Restrictions apply. See AT&T.com for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Progressive knows when you own a boat or RV, it's like you're automatically on vacation, even if you're actually a marriage counselor in the middle of couples therapy. But in your mind, you're camping in Acadia, puttering around Frenchman Bay. Your boat and RV are both protected. You're lobster drenched in butter and... Uh-oh, did your clients just notice you weren't listening? Quick, do the thing where you just repeat back exactly what they said but as a question. They bought it. Now back to Maine, earning an automatic discount bundling your boat or RV with your home or auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Folks, John Perry is a good friend and a great lawyer. One of the best lawyers. His record of verdicts and settlements proves this. His team, superstars, also amazing. Mike Calder, his partner, and his sons, Alex and Trevor. Let me tell you this. They're feared by doctors and insurance companies. They have doctors on staff. Perry Calder Law, caringlawyers.com, 412-281-4200. I challenge you to go to the webpage and check out the mind-blowing verdicts.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Lots of sunshine the rest of today as it warms up. Our high 68 this afternoon. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy, though just 50. Clouds and sun tomorrow. A breezy, warm afternoon. The high up to 79. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Don't delay in getting that plumbing repair done. Call Palucci Plumbing today for all of your plumbing needs. From trenchless sewer repair and waterline repairs and replacement, hot water tanks, sewer camera inspections, to Pittsburgh potty repairs, no job is too small for Palucci Plumbing. Owners Amy and Nick Palucci have been in business for over 20 years, so give them a call for your next plumbing repair or replacement. Palucci Plumbing, 412-782-5050. That's 412-782-5050.
Hear about it, then talk about it. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
One of my boys broke a hell of a story yesterday. In my haste to read through it, and I didn't even notice his name, and then he sends me a text. Did you see that story? I said, yeah. Do you know the reporter? I swear to God this happened. He said, yeah, jackass, it's me. Oh. Man, this is a big deal. Great piece in Public Source. PRT, a.k.a. Port Authority. Man. They're talking about right now the biggest cuts, wow, in their history. And they're talking about a possible, drumroll please, deficit of $100 million. I had no idea this was happening. I had no idea it was this bad. But my man Adam did. Good morning. Good afternoon, brother. How are you?
Hey, Marty. I'm doing all right, thanks. How are you? And by the way, I would never call you a jackass.
Yeah, it was worse.
Never.
It was like F-bombs and stuff. Adam Smeltz with Public Source. Fantastic friend and a really good reporter. I got to be honest, this kind of blew my mind. I'm kind of shocked by this. Should we be shocked?
It's been a slow roll, Marty, getting to this point. Pittsburgh Regional Transit is running a $50 million deficit projected for the current year.
Wow.
Like you said, that is projected to reach as high as $100 million next year, according to PRT, unless it gets a substantial, they say, increase in state funding in this current budget cycle.
Wow. How does that happen? Getting a deficit like that, brother? Wow.
It's a few factors, according to our folks at PRT. One is that they have seen ridership come back up since the pandemic, but it still isn't at pre-pandemic levels. So that's puts a little bit of a squeeze on their revenue. Another factor is that their expenses are going up. In part due to inflation, in part due to other factors, and they say that state money just has not kept pace with the rate of increases in expenses. Also, so the federal pandemic support relief that they got recently is running down. So it's really a confluence of factors that have led the agency to this point.
Adam Smeltz with the Public Source. According to your reporting, they're asking for a state hike in funding of $117 million, and the state offered $40 million, right?
That's right. Governor Shapiro, in his budget proposal last month, offered the authority an increase of $40 million. The agency says that it needs and wants $117 million. An increase, I'm sorry, we're talking about increases. The governor offered an increase of $40 million. They want an increase of $117 million. And at $117 million of increase, they say that they can avoid any service cuts in the coming year, as well as any fare increases or layoffs.
My man, I'm reading this piece and it kind of blew me away. At one point, they said if they don't start cutting service now and the deficit continues to grow, not long in the future, we would be out of business. What? Gone.
Yeah. Talking to the communications guru over at PRT, Adam Brandoff, he shared they're looking at growth. If they don't right the financial ship somehow, they're looking at $100 million deficits plus going forward annually. And right now they have around $360 million in reserve. So that gives them, if they just keep going as they're going now, they're out of money in a few years.
Wow.
And they're done. He called it a death cliff.
A what?
A death cliff. Not just a financial cliff, but a death cliff.
Am I high? Because I had heard none of this, man. Help me with something. I've heard that people don't ride the bus anymore. Is that accurate?
Well, ridership is down. If you look at the agency's own numbers going back to 2001, ridership is down by about half since that year across the system. And of course, there were declines during the pandemic, and folks haven't quite come back entirely to the levels of ridership that the agency saw before we all learned the phrase COVID-19. During the same period of time from 2001 to present, so overall service in the system, service cuts amount to about 36% during the same period.
Wow. I know a bunch of folks that use it. They don't trust it. They don't trust the routes. They don't trust the timing. Are they addressing that? Because there is that frustration.
Well, they've been working on this bus line redesign project for some time that's intended to kind of take a bunch of public feedback and reorganize the way the whole system is put together. And if these cuts go into place, I'm told that whole bus line redesign project could go on the shelf.
Wow. Hey, man, I sent this to the drivers union yesterday. They had no idea. How the hell would they not know this was coming?
Well, that's an interesting question. I think we're going to be getting more information that's going to roll out publicly this week. There are some board committee meetings on Thursday being held by PRT. We're going to get some more specifics then on Thursday morning about exactly what these cuts could look like, exactly what fare increases could look like, whether there could be layoffs, and other implications, specifically how they would put this into effect.
Adam Smelt's dropping this bomb on us. This is actually shocking. And my man, in all fairness, if they raise the fares dramatically, you got poor folks who already can't afford it, who'll be able to afford less of it, right?
Right. And the last time PRT adjusted its fare structure was a few years ago. And you talk to some state lawmakers who are particularly sympathetic to the agency, they'll tell you that our fares in Allegheny County for public transit are some of the highest around. Broadly in Pennsylvania and in the country, they have real concerns about what a fare increase would mean to the ability, especially of folks of less means, just to get around, to get to work, to get groceries, to see their families.
Man, this is disastrous. I'm shocked by it, and it's quite an epiphany. It's great reporting, and it's great information. Thanks, my man.
Thanks, Marty. Great to see you.
Wow. I had no idea they were this bad off. Man. And I don't know, because I like the union guys. Are actually pretty cool. The bus drivers union, they've been very cooperative over the years. They work very hard. It's a very, very, very difficult job. It just is. Man. Short of dramatic cuts and dramatic layoffs. Because there ain't no way the governor's giving them $80 million, folks. Oh, no. And try to get a nickel out of Washington right now. It ain't happening. and I consider myself pretty well connected. I did not know until I read this that this was happening. Mainstream media has not covered this. What happens to you folks? You ride the PRT 866, and then I got to get my man Ralph. He's a guru on this stuff when we get back. 866-391-1020. Do you ride the PRT 866-391-1020?
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
At Lowe's, our members get more. With the MyLowe's Rewards programs, members earn points on eligible purchases. Plus, you can shop member-only deals for your home and business every week. So what are you waiting for? Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-575-2071. That's 800-575-2071.
My friends at NASCO, I love NASCO Roofing. They take pride in exceeding thousands of customers' expectation. Great roofing, great service. Janet from Pittsburgh was pleased with how quickly NASCO did her job. She loves NASCO's professional courtesy and the price. Roofs are all NASCO does. Thousands of customers like Janet. Let them satisfy your next roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day and special financing. NASCO.
Ever feel like there aren't enough hours in the day? If you get busy or miss your favorite show, don't worry. With Rewind, available exclusively on the free Odyssey app, you can stream your favorite shows on demand. You know your day is better with us. Get the news that matters to you from the local voices you trust. No matter what you're up to, give it a try. To get started, download the free Odyssey app and search for your station. That's AUDACY.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-207-4545. That's 800-207-4545. Once again, that's 800-207-4545.
Hey, folks, John Perry is a good friend, and he's a great lawyer, one of the best. Top to bottom, the lawyers on his staff are amazing, including his sons, by the way, Alex and Trevor. They have some of the biggest settlements and wins in Pennsylvania history. They're feared by doctors and insurance companies. I have sent family and friends there. Perry Calder Law, 412-281-4200. Perry Calder Law, 412-281-4200. The best I've ever seen.
Pittsburgh is home to a lot of great people and great local businesses, and we're proud to be one of them.
Hi, John Maggie and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window company for over 45 years.
If you're looking to replace your old worn-out windows with new energy-efficient ones, then consider buying from a hometown business like us.
We're passionate about enhancing the beauty and efficiency of Pittsburgh homes using the top-of-the-line replacement windows, like our exclusive Infinity from Marvin 100% fiberglass windows.
They're the strongest, longest-lasting, best insulating windows you can buy. They're way better than vinyl.
And right now, you can save 30% plus get no interest financing on every window and door product we offer.
Experience the difference of buying from a locally owned, family-operated company.
Stop by one of our showrooms or visit us on the web at metropolitanwindows.com.
Or give us a call at 412-655-8411.
1565.
UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information. Amazing.
The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I got to be honest, I was kind of blown away by this. The bus is important, man. It's important as hell. The city has to have public transportation. Man. They've had bad service, bad routes, crazy since the pandemic. People don't trust it, blah, blah, blah. They get annoyed with it. And now to hear they have a $50 million, maybe $100 million deficit, they could be out of business. Woo! You know who knows? One of my boys. True insider. Ralph Williams. Good morning, brother.
Hey, how you doing, Marty?
Well, better than you, because this is your thing. This has to aggravate the hell out of you, man.
Well, no, it does aggravate me, but see, here's the thing, Marty.
Hold on. Tell people your background. I apologize. Tell them why you're an expert in this. He's my man. Go ahead.
I've been with Pittsburghers for Public Transit for a while, and then in 2019, I joined Allegheny County Transit Council, and I'm currently on my third term as president.
My man really gives a damn. Total advocate. I love him. So, Ralph, $100 million deficit, brother. Whoa.
Yeah, this is crazy, Marty. But first of all, we haven't even been presented with this yet. We're supposed to meet with Catherine Kellerman, the CEO, next Wednesday.
Wow.
And then Thursday they're going to have committee meetings, and then next Friday they're going to have the board meeting. This wasn't supposed to be released to the media until after the board meeting.
Oh, well.
Because the board hasn't even approved this yet.
I don't know what they're going to approve, but this is bad, brother. I mean, right?
Yeah.
Ralph.
Yes, this is bad, and there's no money out there now. I will tell you this much.
Man.
I am trying to arrange a sit-down with myself and the president of PPT, Laura Weens. We're going to try to sit down with Devlin Robinson and see what we can do here.
Wow.
I'm working on a sit-down.
I mean, Ralph, the way it's blowing out here, they're going to have to, the only way to do it is either dramatically raise fares, which, people can't afford, right?
Exactly. Yeah, we're hurting with ridership now.
Yeah.
It's bad. But let me say this, too. A lot of things have happened. Those scooters didn't help out when they had those scooters.
They did not.
And then the bicycles, everybody's got a bike now. So that's kind of put a little dent in our ridership, too. And people taking Uber and stuff like that, companies offering free Uber rides and stuff like that. So, that's kind of hurt PRT, too. So,
But, Ralph, if we look at these numbers, they'd have to cut staff dramatically, wouldn't they?
Yes. When I worked for Port Authority back in the early 2000s when Steve Bland ran it and Corbett was the governor, I was laid off twice.
Wow.
So I know what these cuts are all about. And if it gets this bad again, this city can't afford cuts in transit.
No, I'm with you.
Layoffs and jobs. A bunch of people just got hired. It's a bad situation. But believe me, I will fight for this. Trust me.
Oh, I know.
We have a meeting coming up next Wednesday with Catherine Kellerman. She's going to be at our meeting next week. And believe me, this is crazy. But what I'm frustrated about is with public source media for putting this out, this wasn't supposed to be released until after we had.
Well, regardless, Ralph, he did a hell of a job reporting this, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm picking on my man Adam. It's amazing. I didn't know any of this. This is crazy. The single largest service cuts in the history of Port Authority.
Yeah, and SEP is even worse than Philly, Marty. They've already cut people, and they went through their American Rescue money.
Oh.
They went through theirs. Port Authority at least was thrifty with their money.
Wow.
We didn't go through it until, the end of last year, I think, or 23 or something like that. Yeah.
And my man Ralph, let's be blunt. We have to have public transportation. We have to.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. And these cuts cannot happen. We got to do something here. The governor's got to step up. The state rep, all these state reps, they have to step up. And on
the other hand, my man, why would we fund empty buses?
That's another story too. I get what you're saying, Marty. We do have a lack of ridership. I pass by the T locks sometimes out in South Hills, and some of them aren't even full. And I remember when they cut the park and ride from Warrendale and that Ross Township one right up there by Cemetery Lane. You couldn't even get a spot. Now, you can probably park there.
No, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man, I'm a big believer in the Port Authority and the drivers. I love them. They work hard. It's a tough job. I also understand it's a public service. I also understand we have to have it. I didn't know this till I saw this article yesterday afternoon, Ralph. It shocks me.
Yeah, I knew about it, Marty, but we were trying to hold it until after the board meeting.
That's
what we were trying to do.
I'm with you, man. Whatever you need to help. I know Devlin really well and love him. Whatever I can do to help, brother, I'm all in.
Well, I've called his office and I spoke to Kevin Battle, and I'm trying to get a sit down with him. Me and Laura Weems.
If you have any problems, let me know. He's my friend.
All right, I will. Thank you.
Man. Okay. It's rough. Great call. Aaron, go ahead.
Yeah,
Ma'am.
I read that they invested $23 million into the Monongahela Incline, and it's been closed 11 times since they computerized
That is a mess, man.
And they just, I went past it on Sunday. There was a shuttle bus out there, so it must have been closed again on Sunday.
It's a mess.
And, if the Duquesne Incline runs old school and it's not using any government funds, maybe they ought to look into that.
No, they're not closing that, brother. There's no way that's happening. SEPTA, and Ralph mentioned this, they're $240 million short. But Philly's 5-6 times bigger than Pittsburgh, so they're kind of sinking in the same slop and in big, big trouble. Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. Tax season is here. What a better way to reinvest in your home than brand new windows from Universal Windows Direct. Check this out. Tax time sale. Buy 2, get 2 free. Buy 4, get 4 free. And finance now, no interest until 2030. 412-545-6003. Amazing windows, amazing sale, amazing service. 412-545-6003.
Lacina Drapery and Blind Factory brings the home show to your home. For a limited time, get exclusive home show pricing on custom draperies, blinds, shades, and shutters. Plus, Lacina is offering a free top-down, bottom-up upgrade on Graber blinds, giving you more light control and privacy at no extra cost. With Lacina's free shop-at-home service, you'll get expert design advice and home show savings without the crowds. Call Lacina at 412-665-4900 or visit LacinaDrapery.com.
Every time I go into the offices of Physical, that's F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, in Monroeville, where I get physical therapy, to help my balance, I see a room full of patients waiting that heard how much it's helped me on this talk show. And it's so rewarding. F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, 412-457-8200, right behind the Monroeville Mall. Look, I had chemo and radiation, jacked up my balance. It doesn't anymore. Physical, F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L. It works.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Is your roof ready for the next storm, or is it hiding damage you can't see? At Home Genius Exteriors, we believe a great roof starts with premium, durable roofing materials, expert craftsmanship and installation, peace of mind with worry-free warranties, and affordable financing options. Don't wait till it's too late. Call Home Genius Exteriors at 855-UR-GENIUS to schedule your free roof and attic inspection today. That's 855, the letter U, the letter R, Genius. Home Genius Exteriors, the genius choice in roofing.
Just in time for spring cleaning at Zero Res 3-room special starting at $109. So now is the perfect time to take advantage of this deal. 2 days only. Go to ZeroResPGH.com. ZeroResPGH.com now.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for moms.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Sunny and 59 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1:30. I'm Paul Alexander. A criminal defense expert thinks the reason the parents of missing Pitt students at Eskia Kanaki want authorities to declare her dead is part of a legal strategy.
All of this time, energy on a search and rescue, they want it converted to purely a homicide investigation.
Attorney Phil DeLaSenne told Marty Griffin the parents may want law enforcement efforts shifted before any suspect or suspects can leave the Dominican Republic. Active Unions announced their endorsement for Mayor Ed Gainey at Mellon Square Park today. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush was there and has the details.
Workers from Local 32BJ, SCIU Healthcare Pennsylvania, United Food and Commercial Workers, the Pittsburgh Federation of Teachers, and others say Gainey has carried out his vision for lifting up wages and good jobs. Rick Schiavone with the USW says he believes Mayor Gainey is the best choice in the May primary.
While many newly elected mayors might have chosen not to rock the boat with their city's largest employers, Mayor Gainey wasn't afraid to put working people as a top priority. He locked arms with us as we supported thousands of workers in their historic elections at the University of Pittsburgh to become USW members.
Union members pointed to Gainey's track record of standing up for working families and deeply held progressive values. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
Scammers are playing off Pittsburgh's nostalgic ties to the North Side institution. A group called Gus and Yaya's Fans has been posting a range of fake stories, including saying they would be opening yesterday for their 90th season. KDKA TV's Megan Schiller says Mike Spanos, who was managing the historic ice ball truck after owner Gus died last year, was even blocked by the fake group's administrators.
So now he hasn't been able to see any of these new posts, which include ones up to last week saying that they were opening. And then he started getting text messages from close friends saying, "What do you mean you're opening? You didn't tell me that."
Fake site is also apparently trying to sell merchandise last year, but those posts appear to have been removed. Just how close is Pennsylvania to allowing adult use cannabis for recreation here in our state?
We're going to be putting out a Democratic proposal in the next few weeks.
The state's Representative Dan Frankel, representing the 23rd District, tells the Big K Morning Show that Pennsylvania is missing out on significant revenue.
Well, we got Ohio, New York, Maryland. So we are literally surrounded by states that have legal adult use cannabis.
City also wants to make sure that there are regulations in place to monitor the sales of recreational marijuana. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 298 points. The NASDAQ is down 310. The S&P 500 is down 64. KDKA Radio News Time is 1:32. Our next update at 2 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, the voice of Pittsburgh. News Radio, KDKA.
My name is Joanne. I'm 75 years old, and I have lost 35 pounds on Awaken 180 weight loss. I was pre-diabetic. I was ready to go on cholesterol medication. My blood pressure was up even on medication. Now I have no need for cholesterol medication. My blood sugar is fine, and I actually am cutting down on my blood pressure medicine. I have knee replacements and hip replacements, and I had difficulty walking, and now I can walk without any problem. I feel lighter. I feel more energetic. It is a lifestyle that will help you to lose weight without medication.
Thanks, Joanne. Paul Alexander here. Stories like Joanne's are the reason I continue to share the Awaken 180 message. The results speak for themselves, and I'm confident you'll have the same success if you let them show you how. Do what Joanne did, what I did, and what over 24,000 others have done, and choose the solution for weight loss online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Have you heard about Gunny's Ridge? Oh, you're about to. Gunny's Ridge is a safe haven, a healing place, a learning place. It's for veterans with long-term PTSD. You know, there are thousands right here that need help, and they need it right now. It's a 100-acre farm, rec center, learning space, amazing space. Wait till you see the plans. There's a lodge and a barn. There'll be one-on-one activities, family activities. We can make this dream come true. We can do it together. Check it out at Gunny'sRidge.org, Gunny'sRidge.org. Amazing. Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. This is important stuff. Health insurance options. You got to talk to my friends at MediConnect. They're changing the game in health insurance, individual coverage to Medicare. They ensure that you get the most while paying the least. I've seen it. They connect you with all the insurance options in our area. Their loyalties lie with you. Their services are free. Don't call the carrier. Call MediConnect, 888-818-6334. Please, tell them Marty sent you.
I'm with Rocco Florio from Air Pro Heating and Cooling with great news.
Air Pro and Bryant are now offering the $1,000 rebate program. Buy a furnace, take $1,000 off. Add a central air conditioning system, take another $1,000 off. That's $2,000 savings.
Plus up to 60 months interest-free financing or low 3.9% interest, subject to credit approval. So call someone you know. Call AirPro Heating and Cooling at 800-749-0642. Bryant, whatever it takes.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was gonna unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. Have you been to the Drive-By Fish Fry? Hofstadt's famous Drive-By Fish Fry. My boy JK, the Oakmont Restaurant King. He did it this time. Hofstadt's, Oakmont, Fridays, noon to 6. Fish sandwich, mac and cheese, coleslaw in a cookie. It's the Drive-By Fish Fry at Hofstadt's. Check it out. Noon to 6 every Friday. I'm going to tell you something. It's absolutely delicious. Drive-By Fish Fry, Oakmont.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be sunny and turn much warmer. The high 68, clear to partly cloudy tonight, though 50. For tomorrow, intervals of clouds and sunshine, breezy and unseasonably warm in the afternoon with a high of 79. The record is 78, set in 1898. For AccuWeather, I'm Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
At AHN Sports Medicine, we know ballers. Baseballers, basketballers, footballers, pickleballers, even bocce ballers. We also know that no two ballers are alike, which is why at AHN Sports Medicine, we use the latest research, equipment, and technologies to build your personalized plan. No matter how hard you want to ball, we see you. Call 412-DOCTORS to get expert care from AHN.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Join us tomorrow in the Big K Morning Show, 5:30 until 10. Rich Fitzgerald joins us in our 7 o'clock hour with details about what's happening in our 10-county region and a chance for you to win tickets to see the Pirates and the Yankees on opening weekend.
Man. The Port Authority thing is actually very similar to what happens in cities like Pittsburgh that are in decline. And I know you hate to hear that word, but it's true. And using the school system as an example, we got way too many school buildings and way too few students and way too many teachers and way too few students and massive revenue cuts, massive shortfalls. But the school system is so old and antiquated, they can't adapt and they can't. And the fact is that rapid transit is seeing the same kind of thing in Pittsburgh. You heard Adam say that their ridership's down by half. Oof. So if your ridership's down by half, then it seems to me that at some point the adults in the room are going to say, we got to cut this thing in half. However, you have entrenched systems in place. You have entrenched leaders in place. You have entrenched union members in place. But I had no idea they had a $50 million deficit headed toward $100 million. No idea. And you can't fund your way out of this problem. You just can't. Michael, go ahead.
Hey, Marty.
What's up?
About this PRT thing.
Yep.
There's a number of problems they have. First of all, where do you get to work for 20 years and retire with full benefits? And then they have all these misfits. They can't even get rid of them because of the union.
Right.
Ask a bus driver. They'll tell you. then who went along with the idea of drilling the tunnel under the river? Okay, and then this subway system, they built this thing. That's all well and good to say, oh, they got federal money, but you got to maintain all that.
Yep.
It's expensive.
Yep.
Then when they build something, it is so grandiose. It's just like it's with everything public anymore. These architects, they're building themselves a monument to themselves.
I have no idea, but the fact is they're in deep, deep financial trouble, and someone's going to have to wake up and cut by half, probably, buddy, or they're going to go away.
They've been digging that hole for a long time, Marty.
Yeah, I know, but it's never been like this, brother. I've been around a long time. It's never been this bad, ever. No, man, it's bad. Someone's going to have to face facts. I mean, man, I don't know. My man Ross, you ride the bus.
Yes, sir.
What happens if it goes away?
I will have, hopefully, the cuts won't make it too more difficult to get to Hillman for my cancer treatments. But,
right on.
I usually go to John Eagle. I go to the show down on the water, Monroeville Mall. Bus. I even had the option of using the transportation system to go to Hillman. I prefer the bus. It's less problematic. But I understand we need the public transportation. Public transportation systems are not supposed to be money revenue generating things.
Good point.
It's a public service.
Good
but
point.
We need it. So if there's cuts, yes, I'll just adjust accordingly. Wow. Oh, and by the way, when I was undergoing chemo last year, I had you on my phone a few times when I was sitting in that chair.
Nice.
I did find some comfort knowing what you'd gone through. But yeah, I will continue to ride the bus. I know
hey, my man, if it goes away though, you're screwed, right?
Completely goes away. Yes.
Yeah,
but
of course.
It won't. I hope it won't. But I think their cuts are necessary. Hate to say that because I like the folks that do the work and what they put up with us.
It's tough being a bus driver, man. It's a really dangerous job. How are you feeling?
Oh, a little over a year undergoing prostate cancer. Yeah, I got meds every day. Hopefully, just a 1 round chemo, but it's my strength is a lot better than last year. Yeah, but I'm and still listening to you.
Thanks,
so
my man. You're the man. I love him. Always have. Man. Wow. I don't think that the public would accept a cut in half. I just don't. Is Leah calling my man about bus service or just a story about the community? Oh. This just in. The CVS, 5th Avenue downtown, overrun this morning with 2 different groups of juveniles. Wow. So it's happening all over Pittsburgh. At some point, someone's going to have to accept this and deal with this. I have 10 pieces of video and audio of these kids taking over downtown. The mayor says it's not a problem. Ask the people at CVS on 5th Avenue. CVS on 5th Avenue in town this morning, overrun twice with 2 different groups of juveniles that stole items, damaged the store, and terrorized employees and customers. Wow. The groups of juveniles are from the charter schools downtown. Absolutely 100% agree. They're the ones killing town before and after school. 100% agree. I could play you, hold on one second. It's unbelievable that he's sending me this right now. I could play you this right now that happened several times this weekend and last weekend. Listen.
1 PP took place off of 4th Avenue, 30 to 35 kids fighting on the property.
Yep.
53-hour copy, 10th and Liberty.
That's just one. Hold on. Here we go. Here's some more.
Hey, downtown units can start for Forbes and Smithfield for a fight and a number of juveniles jumping on another. With the update, looks like it's about 50 kids with more coming.
How about that?
Receipt. I'll get Delta 47 and Bike 22 on it. It's looking like it's going to be at least 50 juveniles, 5-0, with more appearing to be coming in as well.
That's just one. Okay, here, hold on. Let me give you one more. I'm serious. Listen. It's crazy.
Finish anytime, units at Market Square. Like 18, we're all here. McMaster's Way in Market Square, the alleyway by McMaster's. 5 black juveniles doing run-by assaults on people.
Wow.
One has large white headphones, no weapons seen. They're walking towards Market Square. Caller security at the plaza. Is there a caller to be seen, or is this no complaint? This is being called in by security at the plaza. They're flagging a Port Authority officer down. Eyes on Market, McMaster's Way this whole time here. We're checking the area.
So think about this. They say they're going to put $15 million into Market Square and make it beautiful. Okay. Someone might want to address this problem first, as they've decided that downtown is a free-for-all.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
Hey, folks, Marty here. My friend Robert Levin and his entire Levin Furniture staff and his team are celebrating Levin's 105th birthday. Check out these amazing savings. Start with 20% off, plus 60 months financing with no money down. And as a special Levin 105th birthday bonus, get a $105 Levin card when you spend $999. There's also incredible 105th birthday deals throughout the stores. Celebrate Levin's 105th at all Levin Furniture and Mattress locations.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6481. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-6481. That's 800-575-6481.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
My man Carlos and I talked yesterday. Carlos is the best tree guy I've ever known. I mean, the best, folks. Come on, man. 3 decades of experience. A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. A+. Senior discounts. Military discounts. Large trees. Confined areas. Training to work near power lines. Come on. 412-884-TREE. 412-884-TREE. 412-884-8733. Call them.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, millions of men experience ED, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. At HIMSS, our own board-certified urologist, Dr. Peter Stahl, knows this better than anyone, and he knows that HIMSS can help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS.
Through HIMSS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs. Options at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% less than brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
I went to high school with Bob Tootie from Tootie Mechanical. So I've known him, 40 plus years? His business is insane. Tootie Mechanical. The service is unbelievable. The professionalism is unbelievable. And the help, man, they've put 400 free furnaces in homes. Tootie Mechanical is the best for HVAC I've ever seen in my career. They're amazing people, amazing service. Tootie, 412-771-4100. Call them.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times, I'm managing editor Mike Larson. Grove City College has tapped one of its own to serve as its 10th president, according to an announcement from the Christian Liberal Arts School, located about 60 miles north of Pittsburgh. Bradley J. Lingo, a 2000 GCC graduate and the current dean of Regent University School of Law, will assume presidential duties this summer and be officially installed during the 2025-2026 school year. Also, a Westmoreland County company known for its products and an appearance on Shark Tank has been acquired. Flex Screen, based in Export, was sold last month to Right Screen Company in Elizabethville. Financial terms weren't disclosed. Right Screen is a business of 7 Point Equity Partners, which acquired it in 2014. Flex Screen, which was founded in 2013, makes flexible window screens for the home based on a patent and development by Joe Altieri that was featured on the ABC TV show Shark Tank in season 11. Right Screen, founded in 1947, is a manufacturer of window and door screens, and it said Flex Screen's reach will now be national, given Right Screen's market share. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to pittsburghbusinesstimes.com. I'm Mike Larson.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
It's amazing how these shows come full circle. So we start out the show talking about this idiot who's been arrested more than 200 times. Idiot. He's a scourge of downtown. And, wow. A judge sent me some of his crimes. This Bryant guy. Wow. Brian Clay is his name. One time, now, again, he's been arrested over 200 times. He was arrested yesterday. He stole 10 hamburgers from Edie's, this really cool gourmet place that Kevin Joyce, who I love, his wife owns. The guy once went into a Giant Eagle on the south side, went behind the employee counter and tried to microwave a frozen chicken. I mean, it sounds funny, but it's not, man. Wow. Went into Popeye's Chicken, south side. Wow. Stole chicken. Drunk. 200 arrests. Then you got the juveniles. Wow. Roaming downtown. Do you hear that report? Twice. They overran CVS downtown. I think it's the only drugstore left downtown in that special. Gainey says it's not a problem. Okay. Check this out. One of my boys just sent me a note. Man. That, and this is where I grew up. The Lululemon store in Groovy Side, Shady Side, Walnut Street. They run up in the Lululemon store almost every day, gangs of teenagers, and steal thousands of dollars worth of clothing in Shady Side, Groovy Side. Why wouldn't they put a cop outside the door with a gun? I don't know when there are no businesses left in these cities like Pittsburgh where they've decided that law and order is an important. Patrick's shown that. I love that store. That's a beautiful store. I have bought stuff in there, and I'm a big Lululemon fan, as if you care. And so this, wow. One of my boys says that just about every day, gangs of teenagers run into that Lululemon store on Walnut Street and Shady Side and steal clothing and run. Can you imagine working there? If your daughter's working there, your wife's working there, someone's going to get hurt. And then what happens, as we know with this idiot who's been arrested up 200 times, they bring him to jail and kick him out. Or send him home to mommy. So they know even if they get caught, they're not getting caught. And the beat goes on. This is where we're at in America. I just, it's why if I'm running for mayor, I'm saying 3 words to you: law and order. That's it. I'm going to stand in front of that podium every single friggin' day. I will hold a news conference in front of the CVS downtown. This will stop. This is what I would do if I was running for mayor. Forget about this other crap. I got a union endorsement. Whoop-dee-doo. Come on, man. I'm holding a news conference on one day at the Lululemon, and I'm going to say this stops. This will never happen again. I promise you, in my town. I would never, ever tolerate this if I was the mayor of this town. Ever. It would stop day one. I would call every cop into a room, and I would say, I don't care what I have to do. We're getting more cops here. Now. Then I would go to UPMC, and I would sit down with the CEO, who was actually a very, very cool woman, insanely brilliant. And I would get all of the other CEOs of the big five nonprofits in a room and say, we got to do this. Public safety money to save law and order in Pittsburgh. And then we would bring in butt-kicking cops and turn this town upside down. Fast. Law and order. It's the only way we succeed. And until we decide that we're going to do that, have law and order again, it's going to be mayhem. For the mayor who says downtown's great, really? Ask the folks at CVS how great downtown is today. My boys tell me they were terrorizing employees and customers. Nothing great about that, brothers and sisters. That's flat out terror right here in Pittsburgh, downtown, daily.
Honored to win the Marconi Award as the best news talk station in